Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take
we're trying to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Here. Were you there? In my opinion, hard one to assume. Well, but I'll assume it.
Why don't you just do it?
Megan Fox has the story.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Megan Fox, a national journalist.
Mastodon. I will never be able to say that.
It feels like the Flintstones live there.
It does.
Well, don't trust women. I think you just touched on that with your last. That's what they brought. We're going to have to bring back chaperones. Jesus, no.
Just careful. Stop! Right. Ooh. Hard right.
How did you screw up a stove, Megan? You're a woman. I thought that was baked into you, like at the genetic level, how to operate kitchen equipment.
And honestly, Megan, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I've been very nice to you.
Think of Dino hanging out outside chewing on a large bone. I highly recommend being targeted by the New York Times and Rolling Stone for weight loss. And I'd say, keep it coming. I need to lose 20 more. Please, keep it coming.
Explain to me, Megan, why did this country not have a holiday once a year? That's the time you vote. If you don't show up and vote, up your ass. You don't get another chance. You don't get, I don't care if you're in the hospital. Crawl to the stake, crawl there. But that's it. One day, 12 hours, and then you're done. And you count them that day, and that night you know who the hell won.
I will eat you alive. You want to tangle? You want to go?
The only thing going through my head is, what are you going to do when Megan Fox runs wild on you, brother?
He made a deal with the devil. She's the devil.
He wants that.
Oh, God. Gross! Oh! All right. Penalty box for slug. Yep.
Of a mile.
Are you ready to behave yourself now, slug?
This frustrating rep.
Are you ready to behave yourself? Repossessed puppies. I'm hiding pork chop. Have you seen his little pork chop? Oh my God, pork chop is the cutest.
That sounds bad.
Have you seen it?
Pork. It's pork.
Though you may be tempted, do not contact any person or persons mentioned on this stream. Do not even think about contacting anyone who may be the topic of the daily news. If you should do that, the host will question your IQ, possibly call you names, and mock you for disobeying these basic rules of decency.
All the best! Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Megan Fox, and that umbrella guy. And today, House of Flux. Flux is here because normally on Thursdays, we do retro trial Thursdays. And today we've had to postpone that till next week because of the Afroman craziness. But I wanted to make sure Flux was here because this is going to be fun. Flux, have you been paying attention to the Afroman trial?
Oh my goodness. Yes, I have been. I mean, I loved Afroman before, but this just really sealed the deal for me. I love that man. I love that.
Yeah. This is the trial we didn't know we needed. But it came into our lives so quickly and left so quickly
Right?
that I feel like I didn't even get a chance to really marinate in what's happening, which is why we're doing this. We are going to be continuing our day 2 coverage and beyond. Tug and I are covering this back and forth on our channels. Tug's here. He's here. He's just being quiet. How are you, Tug? How's it going?
I'm looking at some footage. I was trying to see what was on it about some, other pieces of body cam footage.
Oh, excellent. All right. Well, I'll leave you alone while I give the
trying to listen to it to see exactly, because after the trial, that's when everything starts to come out in the wash,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we have God, I gotta dim this light. I look like Elvira. I'm so pale. That's February or March in New York for you. We haven't had any sun here in multiple months, and it's getting old, and I'm ready for it to be over because I am the whitest of white today. Jeez, I'm trying to fix this light. It's driving me crazy. All right, anyway. So Afroman, he
Holy
won.
crap.
What now?
I've got to play this for you. Yeah, I see why they don't want body cam footage in this trial. Holy crap. Because, just give me a minute.
All right, no problem. Those of you joining us who are brand new, I'd love to see 364 of you here right off the bat. There were 200 of you waiting before we even started, and I'm so happy and pleased that you're here. Thanks for being here with us. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here today with us, and we sure appreciate that. Please do hit the like button on your way in and subscribe. If you're on the replay, make sure you do that also. Shout out to the replay crew. This trial is so awesome. So Afroman has won in his defense against, so the 7 Adams County sheriffs sued Afroman, also known as Joseph Foreman, who is a rapper whose house was raided by the Adams County Sheriff's Department wrongfully. They found no crime, no evidence of a crime. His house was raided on the allegation of one confidential informant who said he had kidnapping victims in his basement.
Oh,
well, it turns out he doesn't even have a basement, you guys.
Right.
There's no basement. You think when they got there and found out there's no basement, they could be like, okay, maybe this is a hoax. But no, they went through his house. They damaged his door. They kicked it in, broke the gate, disconnected his security footage, stole money, $5,000, and only returned $4,000 something, missing $400. And in response, Afroman decided to use his platform to mock them viciously. And yes, it was vicious. It was the most vicious mockery you've ever seen in your whole damn life. And I would suggest that if you are looking to learn how to ridicule a government agent, that you should study Afroman and his songs that he wrote about the Adams County Sheriff's Department. They are epic. And he has been found not liable for any of the charges that these idiots brought against him. Not criminal, by the way, civil. All right, what are we watching?
Let's just listen to this. This is body cam footage. And this is why they wouldn't want everything in, because this was posted by Cat Not Williams. And just listen to what they say. It's very short, but just here you go.
Well, at least now you can.
I got a big problem. Just people rumor mill shit.
We'll just listen.
I'll take it for you. Oh, no. That little boy they found in your house, no. Yeah. Okay, right now.
That little boy they found in your house is not. Okay, well, if they said something like that on.
What?
Yeah. So they could be joking around, whatever, right? But this right here would give Afroman. I mean, this is a legit body cam. These are public servants here. They make a statement like that. What's he supposed to glean? Especially considering.
Why would they even be saying that during this raid? Was there some rumor that maybe he repeated before this happened that caused this to happen?
Or maybe this is where he he ends up getting some of that from,
Oh my God.
But this is, you see why they don't want all the the body cam footage it's not good. I figure.
Go back again. I want to hear that again. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, all that
I want
body
to
cam.
know what he meant.
Well, at least now you can.
I think no, just people rumor mill shit.
I'll take it for you.
Oh no,
That little boy they found in your house,
no, yeah.
hey, right.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
It's lovely, isn't it? So
That little boy they found in your house? I'm sorry, did somebody find a little boy in his house? That's Randy Walters, by the way. You might remember him from the hit song, Randy Walters is a son of a bitch. Ooh. It's my favorite song ever. I woke up singing it this morning.
I just watched the full music video today. Beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's so good. I showed it to my teenager. She was laughing hysterically. It's so funny. If you want to know if something's satire and parody, show it to a teenager and see if they laugh. If they laugh, yep, it is. My kids have been laughing hysterically at this. The older ones, not the younger one. I wouldn't show it to. He wouldn't understand. But my goodness, Tug, that's really something. That's really something. We have a lot to get to today, by the way. I have a brand new article at pjmedia.com. I am on a roll coming out of retirement to write about this case. Sometimes I just need the inspiration to have something great to write about that also would resonate with the readers of pjmedia.com. And sometimes I feel like they're just not interested in the things I'm covering lately, but it is trending #1 right now on the site. #1. So I hit it. It's called Afroman Wins. Let's all make fun of the government together. All right. I'm going to read through this. I haven't done one of these I read to yous in a while, and I'm going to read through this. And I definitely, though, want you to go and click on it because that's how I get paid over there. And also it's how my employer knows that it's worthwhile to let me take months off and come back.
Have you posted the link and pinned it?
In the chat? Not yet. PJ Media. I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
PJ Media article.
Just figured I'd remind you before you get too far.
Yeah. I'm going to post the link. I want you to go clickety click. Also, let me put it on Locals. Locals live chat. Shout out to the live chat. I see a couple of you are in the house, and I appreciate you over there, meganfox.locals.com. It's a great place. If you are a member over there, you can send memes and stuff in the chat, and I can share them, which is a lot of fun. I am dropping my article over on the Locals chat and also the Rumble chat. How you doing, Rumble? Good to see you. Here is my PJ Media article on Rumble. Paste. There we go. All right. Also, if there is a bingo link, I have pinned it to the top of all the chats, so you guys can get that as well. We will be doing bingo when we start the trial coverage, and I have not dropped it on Locals. I'll take care of that in a minute. All right. Please make sure that you go clickety click on this article. Keep it at #1. I love seeing that because when I'm gone for months and I don't write anything, it's always great when I do that it goes straight to the moon, so that my my editor doesn't decide to fire me one day because I don't contribute very much. So I might have a kid raid home.
Yeah, it's funny you've taken off so much time. You're like, oh, well, I'm just going to put another banger out there.
Right, just dropping one banger after the next.
Yeah, well, you know, the last stuff that she was writing over the Hales case, actually, I mean, it hit hard. It hit really well. And then,
oh, nice.
Yeah. And there were certain articles that it wasn't just over the case. It was over some of the insanity that was found in Levy County, you know, about certain individuals being prosecuted, peeking over tanning beds. And
oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That was a good one.
But it's always,
it
wasn't good, but it was good.
It's always good to remind them that I can pull one out that everybody wants to read and they find it worthwhile to keep me around. I also appreciate PJ Media very much for being so flexible with me and not forcing me to write every day because I don't have the time for it. So I appreciate them very much. So this is called Afroman Wins. Let's all make fun of the government together.
Oh.
The defamation trial against Joseph Afroman Foreman came into our lives and out of it so fast. It almost seems like magic engineered by the ghosts of Thomas Jefferson and Tupac to light up the country for some good old-fashioned American fun. And by old-fashioned American fun, I mean using vicious mockery against government officials. In this case, 7 Adams County sheriff's officers in Ohio who cannot take a joke, but who can kick down a door, mishandle cash, eat your lemon pound cake, and cry about being made into a meme. Poor boo-hoo. Afroman made this video with his supporters outside the courthouse today, and yesterday. It's going to make you want to light off fireworks illegally.
Yeah, we did it, America. Yeah, we did it. Freedom of speech. Right on, right on. Yeah, God bless America. Yeah, power to the people. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Love him.
That's awesome.
I know. There are times when I am proud of my countrymen. This week was one of those times as the news of Afroman going on trial for writing hilarious satire songs that roasted cops started to go viral. Gosh, I love all of you out there. I didn't see any of you defending these low IQ, dangerous officers who shouldn't have badges. I didn't have to explain to anyone why it's okay to defame the government. And yes, police officers acting in their official capacity are literally the execution wing of the government with the most power to harm or kill you. It's a huge responsibility wielding that much power, and when they do it stupidly or unjustly, they deserve to be roasted on a spit in the public square by the best court jesters available, and also fired. They have not been fired yet. Let's have a look at the public square, shall we? We have Lacey Jane here who said, Kroger employee, ma'am, it's March. Me in aisle 7. Everyone is ordering American flag suits, by the way. I've noticed that trend. And that umbrella guy. Hey, you made it into my article, Tug. Boop, boop. Says, breaking Afroman won. He won. Cry harder, cops. Afroman himself has been posting throughout the 3-day trial. This one is particularly hilarious. One of the cops, Randy Walters, who's a son of a bitch, who claimed he was portrayed in a false light because Afroman sang a song about having sex with his wife, admitted under oath that he doesn't know if his wife had sex with Afroman. Sir, what are you even doing here? If you don't know if the statement is false, then how can it be false light or defamatory?
So you're claiming that is the defamation statement, is that he said he had sex with your wife?
Yes.
Okay. And that's painted you in a false light?
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
I'll get to that. We have to go through false light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
That's so crazy. You know what I couldn't get over through all of this, though, is that judge, man, not only through the thing, but at the end, I'm sure we'll see this, obviously, but that judge looked so upset that Afroman won.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. He sure did. He looked he sounded upset, too. He sounded like he could barely choke it out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The song, dedicated to Walters, who ran crying to an attorney and sued a rapper over parody, is my favorite, and I can't stop singing it. It's the ooh-oohs that push it over the edge for me. Warning, there's obviously explicit language and offensive stuff in here. That's why Afroman got sued. But it turns out that Americans value offensive fun and comedy over the feelings of bad cops who steal stuff and raid innocent people's houses. Who knew?
Randy Walters is the son of a bitch. Ooh, yeah, that's why I fucked his wife and got filthy rich. Ooh,
so good. It should be noted that Afroman dropped several songs during his trial, and the plaintiff's attorney, yeah, Tug?
They should have asked on the when they were cross-examining and about having sex with his wife. He should have been his, is that true or not? They should have also asked him, is that how Afroman got rich? You should have, because I mean, again, obviously it's a comedic statement because he didn't get rich from that.
Yeah, right. Obviously, like that's not how it happened. So it's clearly exaggeration, hyperbole. It should be noted that Afroman dropped several songs during his trial, and the plaintiff's attorney tried desperately to bring them in and make a huge fuss out of it. It only partially worked. After playing Lick 'em Low Lisa on national TV, which had nudity in it, and also made everyone watching choke on tears of laughter, the judge decided it wasn't a good idea to let the plaintiffs play any more new bangers. Judge Hines tried his best to help his cop friends in ways that would take up a whole other article, but despite his best efforts, he failed. There are too many great moments from this trial to put them all here. I suggest you go watch it yourself on my channel or elsewhere to get the full effect. But this part of Afroman's testimony below sums it up thoroughly if you are short on time. Don't ever stop expressing disgust for agents of the state who violate their oaths of office. It is right and just to make bad cops and politicians cry. Now get out there and do what you do best, America. Now, I don't want to spoil it for you because we are going to go over Afroman's testimony today, but you're going to want to hear this twice anyway. So let's play it.
And the more lies, outrageous lies you tell about them, the more money you can make, right?
Fact. They never should have came to my house in the first place. Fact. If they hadn't came to my house, they wouldn't have put themselves on the video camera and in my music career.
Fact.
All of this is their fact. All of this is their fault, and they have the audacity to sue me. These people and you are the predators and the victim at the same time.
Boom.
So what they did, searching your house, gave you the right to do everything you
Under the circumstance that I got freedom of speech, after they run around my house with guns and kick down my door, I got the right to kick a can in my backyard, use my freedom of speech, turn my bad times into a good time. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And I think I'm a sport for doing so because I don't go to their house, kick down their doors, flip them off on their surveillance cameras, then try to play the victim and sue them.
In the background, we needed the
Oh yeah, we'll do that when we get to that.
I didn't expect him to be a articulate black man when they pulled him up on that.
They did not.
They didn't, and boy, he tore them up. Oh, that's some good stuff.
Well, I heard other lawyers talking about it, and one of the things they heard was why I heard over and over again, why would the plaintiff's attorney call this man to the stand? He is going to pontificate. He's going to make you look like a fool. This is biggest mistake a plaintiff's attorney can do. You do not do this. You just don't do it. Not a man whose entire life is words. He's a wordsmith. Why would you do this?
But not just that. Okay, boy, people are sick of government. They are sick of all of this, whether you like it or not. That's how you end up with a Trump in office, because people are sick of it. And you get a guy that can articulate why we are pissed off, and he's speaking to the jury. He's speaking to a jury that, again, we're not talking about educated lawyers. Look at that. Look at the people there. There are people that have time off in the day. They're either retired. Many of them look like they're blue collar workers, and they don't like that shit. So they don't want their doors kicked in. And this police department sounded pretty awful too.
Oh, it sure did. It sure did. I mean, my God, it's just been awful. Absolutely awful. All right. So before we get into the trial coverage, I do want to get to a interview with Afroman outside on the court steps. I think that this is something everybody wants to hear after winning. He won on all counts. On all the counts they brought against him, he was found not liable. And man, that judge hated to say it. That clip actually might be in here, which would be fun. I don't remember. So let's play this. This is from WCPO, who did a really, I'm sorry, I don't like to be critical of these people who bring us live trials, but they did a really bad job, and we are missing so much of testimony. We're missing all of Lickum Lisa's cross-examination. We're missing so much. However, the good news is it appears that the court itself has its own camera system and own recording system. So FOIAs should bring out the entire trial from beginning to end. And I promise you, we will rewatch that shit in order so we don't miss anything, because there is some footage that we did miss that we're going to play today. So let's get to this interview, though, first.
Jury has sided with the rapper Afroman in the civil lawsuit filed against him by Adams County deputies. WCPO 90's reporter Jay Shakur is live outside the courthouse tonight. This verdict, Jay, was read right about 30 minutes ago, and you spoke to Afroman as he was leaving. What's his reaction?
That's right. Afroman had a very emotional reaction. The jury, as you mentioned, siding with the rapper Afroman, whose real name is Joseph Foreman, in this case. Here's video from inside the courtroom as this case went on. During closing arguments, the attorney representing the deputies in this case claimed Afroman intentionally lied about and defamed the deputies in his songs, but Afroman's attorneys maintained throughout this trial it is his right to say what he wants to say. This goes back to 2022 when Afroman's home was raided following search warrants related to possession and trafficking in drugs and kidnapping. Though he was never charged, the attorneys for the deputies suing say Afroman used security video from the raid on his home and put it in a music video using deputies' likeness without permission. Again, this jury in Adams County finding he did not defame those deputies. Here's Afroman speaking directly after that verdict.
I didn't win. America won. America still has freedom of speech. It's still for the people, by the people.
Afroman becoming a...
Look at this man's fur coat. I cannot take it. I love it so much.
I love it.
He deserves this moment so much, but I also loved his response. I didn't win. America won. I think he understood the gravity of what happened to him. And I think he understood where we're at as a small he's really not a huge creator. Let's be completely honest about his reach. He's a minor celebrity, right? He's a minor rap artist. He's opening maybe for some
anymore.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. I'm honestly, I want to start a petition or something to get him at this. I want to start petitioning the NFL to make him the Super Bowl star.
Oh my God, could you imagine these songs at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I can. It would be fantastic. You know, all the shit they've pulled on us at the Super Bowl with all the disgusting stuff they've done. I don't want to hear anything about obscenity or anything. They've done so much disgusting stuff. Put this man on at halftime. I will let my children watch it happily. I will. Because you know, it's funny. Somebody just said this trial is PG-16. My daughter is 16. I was showing her all the videos today. I agree. PG-16. It's about 60. And the younger ones won't get it anyway. They won't pay attention. But I mean, this man is not, he did not have a giant following, right? He was under 1 million followers on YouTube, which in YouTube fame is it's not huge, right? It's huge for us. We think, wow, 1 million followers, but Mr. Beast has how many again, Tug? I always forget the number.
100 and something, like what, 100?
Yeah, 100 million.
Remember?
Yeah. And also on Instagram, 75,000 followers. That's not a ton. On Twitter, 26,000 followers. He's not a huge star. He is now, but before then he wasn't. So he is more like an everyman. And I think he did feel the weight of it, of what happened to him. He's not someone with unlimited funds. He lives in a modest house in a modest little town. And I just love that he's the one who did this. He has done more for this country, for me in particular, than any politician in my lifetime. For real. Like, this guy, what he did, winning this lawsuit and taking it to him, and I hope he does take it to him and sue them after this. I think he should sue them all. He's done more to ensure we can continue doing what we do than anybody I know. So I'm thrilled with it.
See,
Emotional there.
I'm
He
pretty
says his
sure.
fight was
I'm pretty sure he did have a countersuit, and the judge threw it out
They
because
dismissed
the
it.
police were
He
acting with
dismissed it.
immunity.
Yeah, he dismissed it, but I personally think he should sue him in federal court under 1983, violation of civil rights.
Yep.
And that's where you can attack the warrant.
Yep.
Sue the county. Sue the county. Sue the cops. You can sue the cops if they have violated your civil rights. You can sue under 1983. Now, yes, you have to get past immunity. But if you can prove that they violated your civil rights, and I think they did, if they only used one confidential source and they had information that source was compromised in some way, I think they can. I think he might have a case, and he should definitely talk to a 1983 attorney and find out.
And can I just say I'm getting major, like, the bike is in the basement in the Alamo vibes here?
The bike? What? What does that mean?
I don't know. Pee Wee Herman. His bike was in the basement of the
Right.
Alamo. There's no basement.
There's
no basement.
is bigger than him. It was about free speech and what he describes as corruption in this sheriff's department. I spoke to one supporter who came all the way from Dallas. I have more on that and more reaction from the rapper tonight at 11. In Adams County, Jay Shakur, WCPO.
All right. So that was the after trial short interview, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. Norma, I see that you said you sent me the court footage in my email. Let me see if can you I think I asked if you could resend it because my email's buried right now, and I tried to get through some of it last night, but I'm not sure that I saw that. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's right at the top. All right, what do we have here? We have, you've got all of day 2. Okay, the Watchdog Wire, unbelievable. Thank you, Watchdog Wire. We've got it. This is incredible. All right, so we're going to start out by watching Lick'em Lisa's full testimony. Ooh, this is exciting. This is great. Well, we'll go to the cross. Hey, Norma, thank you so much. And I do want to say huge shout out to the Watchdog Wire YouTube channel. They were on top of the FOIAs. They FOIA'd all the courtroom footage. We not only have the full day 2 without interruptions and battery outages and all the other crap that happened with WCPO's footage, but we have in-camera meetings to go over. We probably won't get to that today, and jury selection. So we're going to be covering this for a while, folks. We're going to learn all we can about this case.
Oh yeah. We still got warrant to go. My God,
We've got the lawsuit to read. We've never read the lawsuit.
Oh my God, it's just all of it. This whole thing is crazy. When you started at the beginning and you read through, when they're talking about kidnapping and dungeons, and I read through it because I started looking at all the Afroman songs. And I was like, how much of this is hyperbole? Like, well. Oh my God. Some of it I was shocked by reading, to be honest.
I know. I think it's shocking that it even made it to court. It is shocking that these claims made it to court.
Confidential informant 1 states that she was at last at Afroman's residence approximately 1 month ago, where she, being confidential informant 1, observed a female known as Joe exiting the dungeon. I mean, all this stuff is crazy. And I mean, he keeps women locked up.
You know what they could have done? They could have gone to the county records department and pulled the schematics of his house and just that to check, is there a lower level? How about just do a basic investigation of the claims being made by your CI, who's probably a drug addict? Okay, because that's usually how they
that's how it goes. Well, that like that, it sounds like somebody. Well, obviously, it's somebody trying to either cut a deal or get one of those paychecks from the government so they can continue getting some sweetheart deal from the cops.
What do you mean informant was ex-wife's partner? Afroman's ex-wife's partner? Did Afroman's ex-wife turn lesbian? What am I learning here?
Lesbian. Maybe that's why he thought Lick 'em Low lesbian ate out his ex-wife like pizza. It could be accurate. Oh shit.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to go over before we start this. I forgot to go over the bingo card. Hold on. We got to go over the bingo card. And does everybody have your bingo cards ready? Because we're going to need those. Here's what's on the bingo card. All right. We've got patriotic fashion, because I got high, 420. You put your weed in there. Wet a P word. Mother flocking, C word. Lesbian joke. Plaintiff's attorney is uncomfy. Jury laughs. Cop cries. What a bitch. Free space. Music video played in court. Objection. No hearsay. Constitutional rant. Fourth Amendment violation. Why did your wife leave you? Are you in fact a PDF file? Adams County corruption. Megan snorts. Fight. Deflammatory. Southernism. Judge litigates from the bench. Feels. Judge objects. Daddy. Oh, I added that. Judge objects. We have to watch out for the judge objecting for the plaintiff. Daddy jokes. Mama jokes. Slovenly. Sex scandal face. And can't count. All right, folks. Go ahead and generate your cards now. And we will get this going. All right, let's get back to the trial. And you know what? There's some stuff in the beginning we didn't see from day 2. Should we play that? Like what the judge looks like he's pontificating.
Oh, yeah.
Play it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Stealing cake when they make they traffic stop. First they screw you, then they sue you. Play little games and dismiss your claims. The proof's on the internet.
This is my favorite trial of all time.
They just picked the wrong guy. I mean, of anybody.
What is the judge doing wandering around the courtroom?
He looks lost, you know.
Plaintiffs are public officials, so the instructors built that in already. Whether that's an issue for the plaintiffs is up to you in the Court of Appeals, but take that as the law of the case. There were 3 remaining causes of action for the jury going into yesterday, and there was off-the-record discussion that the plaintiffs going to change that to 2, right?
Correct.
So you're dropping the last of the 3s with that.
And you have super tips.
Yes.
Invasion of
I
privacy,
do.
unreasonable publicity given private lives.
So if that's not being tried, you're dropping that cause of action.
Correct.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that'll be dismissed. So far, I haven't heard any.
Yeah, I do have super tips linked at the top underneath the bingo link.
I saw that roll in, and I was wondering.
Oh, and if you do send super tips, by the way, which is a fun way to do AI voices, to send your super chat, to send your comments, I will read them as soon as I see them, and I will try to keep an eye on them. Hold on. I forgot to open the dashboard, and that way, that's probably why I didn't see them. All right, super tips. Yes, we do have a couple to play. So let me do that real quick before we get started, because the rule is if you send super tips, you get your comments played first, because they do give 90% to the creators, which is way better than Google. Cynic in Chief, thanks for the 678.
The Afroman effect, a subset of the Streisand effect, where a lawsuit attempting to silence wrongdoing ends up turning the wrongdoing into a national news story, and tons of spicy memes on social media.
It is better to be quiet against a song memeing you a cuckold than to
A
sue about
cuckold?
it and remove all doubt that you are indeed a
Cuckold.
A cuckold. Why doesn't AI know how to say cuckold? I believe, by the way, that verse is in the Bible. 'Tis better to remain silent about being a cuckold than to sue, and I think so. Or it was Mark Twain. It's one or the other, the Bible or Mark Twain. Cynic in Chief, thanks for the 685.
Both Ian Runkle and Steve Lito from Lito's Law mentioned that the cop's lawyer might be taking the case on contingency. If so, he was the biggest loser of this clown show.
Yep.
Only the biggest monetary loser. The cops are the biggest loser reputation-wise. If all the Adams County cops are like this, the whole police department needs to be fired and replaced.
Actually, I think they need to be, after what we heard
Yeah, they
about
do.
their backgrounds and stuff, you know, about theft with families and PDF file stuff. I think they all need to be
fired,
investigated.
Agreed. And also, by the way, one in the Randy Walters song, I watched it again for like the 6th time today, and I picked up something new in it. In there, he talks about how Randy Walters used to be the chief of the Manchester Police Department. And while he was the chief, there was some scandal. Now, Afroman says the scandal was that he was stopping people and taking their OxyContin and taking their cash. And he alleges that Randy Walter has a drug problem, and he was fired from Manchester. And then Adams County hired him. And in the song, Afroman says Adams County needs to stop hiring criminals. If they did that, and I'm going to look into it because that should be public record, that I wonder if we can get a hold of that personnel records. The union does sometimes protect that stuff, the personnel records, and why Randy Walters might have been fired from the Manchester Police Department. But can you imagine a guy with that background suing someone for saying he's a bad guy? If you got fired, it's like well, didn't your wife steal stuff from her employer? Yes. So you're thief adjacent, at least. Like, you're so upset about being called a thief, but your wife's a thief.
Right. But apparently that didn't hurt his reputation.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
apparently.
That was amazing to hear, by the way. Just the call outs. Well, wasn't your brother a PDF file? And wasn't your wife a thief? I was like, oh my God.
So good. So good. We got another one from Rozilla's Realm. Thanks for the 5.
Happy Lemon Pound Cake Day to everyone here.
Speaking of Lemon Pound Cake Day, Nick, I said yesterday on Tug's show that it was Nick Rekieta who declared it National Pound Cake Day. It was Nick Starro. I get my Nicks confused sometimes. But in honor of Lemon Pound Cake Day, I did post my lemon pound cake martini shot on a recipe on Twitter for you guys. If everybody would like to, if you can't make some lemon pound cake, but you have some liquor in the house, I can help with that. Let me pull that up because it's quite good. I've tested it myself. I would be having one now if I didn't have to go pick up my husband from surgery at some point today. This is on my Twitter, which you can find at Megan Fox Writer. Let me share this. There we go.
I like that.
All right.
They're thief adjacent.
Yes, thief adjacent. Lemon pound cake martini. We got 1 ounce of Tito's handmade vodka, ½ ounce or whatever vodka you want, ½ ounce of amaretto, the juice of 1 small lemon, shaken with ice, strain into a glass, garnished with sugar and grated lemon zest. Trust me, it's almost as good as Crybaby Cop Tears. You can always add some simple syrup if you like it sweeter, but I tend to like it sour. Sour, just like my demeanor. I have a sour demeanor when it comes to these cops. I want them to hurt, and I want them to regret ever doing what they did. You think they regret it yet, folks? Anybody think they regret it?
Oh, yeah. I just can't.
I hope so.
What lawyer told them that they have a case? I mean, this idiot.
Well, it was, what's his name? This guy, this dummy over here. Right here he is. Yeah.
Contest to publication. It's instruction. Be in the instructions, but unless it's contested, you won't see much in the way of instruction on publish. Mr. Osborne's still processing that. Okay. But I don't see anybody contesting the statements were made or distributed or published. We talked off the record yesterday about the schedule, and plaintiffs needed to conclude their case in the middle of the day, noon on Wednesday, the third day. That would give them an equal amount of time, not quite, to the defense, so they have Wednesday afternoon all day Thursday. Friday morning would be statements, instructions, and deliberation. There is a possibility that the jury then gets the opportunity to discuss punitive damages I envision that to be not more testimony, but more your arguments. Yes. It's not always that clean, because there is theoretically the possibility of testimony, but then that often means you don't have the witnesses you need anyway.
Understood.
So far, anything else you want in the record to clarify?
I don't believe so.
How about you, Mr. Hoffman?
Just, Your Honor, on the punitive damages, yesterday you had mentioned about 5 minutes each. Is that what we should be planning for?
If it gets to that, it won't like necessarily literally be 5 minutes. It's a short argument by the lawyers, more so than witness testimony upon witness testimony.
The reason why I ask about the 5 minutes is because when I draft my response, I try to draft it within the time frame. So I'm not like trying to condense it.
But it's short. First of all, we don't know the amount of time that's available. I don't know how the jury runs the case when I give it to them, because it's not my clock when they deliberate, it's theirs. So it's always going to be really fluid. If the jury needs half a day to decide the case and gives us a verdict at 4:15, we're good, because we still have enough daylight, enough gas in the tank on Friday. The jury gives us the verdict at 9:30. Well, what do we do then with this?
What is
jury
that
and
beeping? Is that
claim?
in my ears or is that the court audio?
Farther we make Saturday.
I think that's you.
Right? So it's fluid.
Oh,
But
that's
it can't
bad.
be long, because after you do whatever amount of time you do in your argument, they have to go back and deliberate. Of course, they.
No, it's the YouTube video. You don't hear that very low.
No, I've got it low though. I keep the volume pretty low. So.
Okay. Yeah, same.
And then the time of the attorney fees.
Oh, I heard it that time.
This is just talking. You heard it? Yeah, it's there.
So it's like 2 interrogatories,
Okay, I hear it
2
now.
verdict forms.
Maybe I'm just suffering through court audio.
I think you just have tinnitus anyway. So
Yeah,
you probably
well.
think it's tinnitus.
It probably is. I do hear this background in my ears normally. So.
All right.
Why
now,
was he
all right,
standing in front of them?
I don't know, but he was talking about jury instructions, and that's boring. But here, this part might not be boring. Here we go.
Again, responding to like how you guys framed the arguments yesterday, opening statements, your selection, before the First Amendment comes in, that comes in on public. Right? Where's policy? How does that play in? So I'm going to help educate them. Then you'll have about 15 minutes.
It's going to help educate them about the First Amendment.
That means. Yeah. Okay.
I think the judge needs an education on the First
Mhm.
Amendment.
I mean, he's one of the, he is a sour, butthurt worm. I wonder if this will hurt his career at all. He looked about retirement age anyway. So.
He needs to retire. I need to look it up still. I haven't, but people keep telling me that he was involved in some controversial things he was in the Pike murders case.
What was
And
his
there was
name?
a big, his name is Jonathan Hines. And there was a big problem with people saying it was unfair or whatever in the Pike murders. I'm not aware of that yet, but I'll look it up.
I've seen a lot.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Fox is already out of surgery, but he takes a long time to wake up. So it's going to be at least an hour and a half before I have to go get him. But my daughter can also go get him. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at but the surgeon called and everything went well. So he got his meniscus cleaned out and they cleaned up some
Beautiful.
arthritis and stuff. So, yep.
We'll stay with
Thank you, Brad. I got to try to say how much paper for it.
All right, let's fast forward through. Or is the jury coming in? That's why yeah. That's a tiny ass courtroom.
That's what I was just thinking.
That's why he thinks he's such a big man. He has a tiny courtroom.
On time, ready to go. I spent a few minutes with the lawyers this morning. I had to be back in the jury room so I could get organized. We're on a good schedule. We got a lot accomplished yesterday. We're still on the plaintiff's case to try to prove their allegations.
Oh, by the way, I am going to try and get to super chats fast today so that we can have this discussion together. Matilda Dehanen, thanks for the 2. Good evening from the Netherlands. Hey, it's good. I went to a Dutch school, by the way, a Dutch private school in Illinois, which is very, I guess, rare. I've never met anybody else who went to a Dutch private school in anywhere. Like, I've never met anyone but me and my friends who went there. So I guess it's not a real popular thing. But I love that Dutch pastry that they make. Oh God, what is it with the almond paste on the inside? I can't remember what it's called now. I want to learn how to make it. It's so good. Perpetually puzzled puzzler. Remember, for 5 months, you are maliciously malicious, Megan. Stop all the maliciosity, you all.
The malicious saucity. It sounds like you've been drinking and are being mean.
Auntie M, thanks for the 2. Read along with Megan, yay! And MQs, thanks for the 5. I did my clickety-clackety duty on your article. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate that, you guys. Cynic in Chief, thanks for the 5. Super tips, please. House schematics are all public records on the county property record sites. I've seen the layout of Jeremy and Felisa's houses. That's funny. Wendy Michelle, thanks for the 5. I want to know who paid for this lawyer. It wasn't taxpayers, as far as I know. He's a private attorney. But if he took it on contingency, as is being speculated, yeah, he lost big time. Wendy Michelle, thanks for the 2. Is this judge not the most ridiculous? Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
He's terrible. That's one of the commonalities we see with a lot of trials, though. Terrible judges.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
The education process is where I want to circle back. Like, you're starting to get it just by nature of being here and having information fed at you. I'm going to try to give you another reminder class on the claims so you can understand more what the witnesses are trying to establish. In the end, you'll get a written set. At the end of the trial, I'll read these instructions to you.
I'm going to make the plaintiff's claims more comprehensible for you because their lawsuit is incomprehensible. So I'm going to try and help them out by explaining to you what it is they're trying to do. Wow.
But it's, in my mind, hard to understand why you're hearing something if you don't know the rules. So I'm just going to give you a quick 5-minute refresher. 2 claims, we're going to call them again, defamation and false light. Okay, so what's defamation? For the plaintiff to prevail, remember, there's more evidence in the plaintiff's favor than opposed to slightly more evidence, the preponderance. So they would have to prove a statement, which can be oral, written, or video, some communicated information. A statement, a fact was made, the statement was untrue, the defendant acted with either malice or reckless disregard, and the plaintiff suffered some sort of harm or injury. So as you hear testimony, the plaintiffs have to establish each of those 4 parts. Words in there are important. So like I start defining words, I said actual malice. So they have to prove that the motive for the conduct was motivated by either malice or reckless disregard for truthfulness.
Right there, it should have been
Actual
done.
malice would mean making a false statement with knowledge that it's false, knowing it's false.
How would he have knowledge it was false? That guy in the body cam said a little boy was found in his house.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I mean, again, after the entire thing with the brother and the PDF file,
Yeah.
the police force, I think you could legitimately say that that entire police force are either PDF enablers or, of themselves.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but you remember when you were like, he's gonna go after this judge now? He dropped an Instagram post. We should watch it actually. It's really funny where he calls him a pedophile protecting judge.
Good. He needs to be
And
called out.
nice. And he should go after him. Like, honestly, this guy doesn't deserve our respect.
No.
These people, the black robe does not give you respect when you put it on. Like, you're not owed respect because you or you wear a black robe. You have to earn it. You have to earn it just like every other public official because you're still our employee. And if you act a fool, if you act like a nut job on the stand and you try to help the plaintiff and you're not unbiased and you're trying to help the state or whoever, you deserve to be laughed at, mocked, and ridiculed. And this guy, he's got it coming. And I think Afroman is going to bring it to you.
Yeah, I really hope so because I'm this judge of anyone. You know, you can sit down and want someone to win or want someone to lose and still say this judge is bad. First of all, I've only seen 2 accounts that I think were taking up for the police. 2 out of everyone out there.
Right.
You know, there was one, I don't even know if it's really taken up. Yeah, you commented on this one. It was somebody said, again, I'm paraphrasing, but wait until the Netflix documentary comes out, then we'll really understand why Afroman was sued. You know, it's like we have the court case. We don't need a documentary.
That was so dumb. I responded to that. I was like, no, we've already seen the evidence. If there were any other better evidence, it would have been brought into this judge would have let it in. It's not like he's keeping out any evidence that like has been kept out in other cases that would have helped them. No way. No freaking way. I'm trying to find.
Well, Afroman ended up dumping all the evidence in public too. Quite a bit of it anyway.
That's
and other
true.
people, you know, since there's been so much time that passed, all these records, you're not dealing with citizen v citizen. You're dealing with police v citizen. And in that, we get body cam footage. And again, they're suing over everything that was public. We can watch the video.
Yeah, we have. We absolutely have. I'm looking for his for the Instagram video I saw today, and I'm not seeing it. Maybe it was here. Hold on. Well, I'll find it. I'll keep playing this. I'll find it. We'll play it in a bit when I find it because it's great.
Is the malice. Reckless disregard means I didn't really care to check out whether it was true or not. I recklessly disregarded whether it was accurate when I made it. This shows up because public officials are what these plaintiffs are. Because of the nature of their conduct as law enforcement officers, public officials are held to a higher standard. The higher standard that was talked about yesterday is actual malice or reckless disregard. If you're a private citizen, I would be giving you a different set of instructions that it's a lower culpability, if you want to call it, when making a statement. So like if you wonder where's the higher standard, how that plays in, to prove that a person actually knew the statement was false is the higher standard when they made it. Or recklessly disregarded whether it was true or not. That's the higher standard.
We're also talking about government officials, though.
The statement is false when it's not substantially true.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten to that part yet, has he?
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about it, it makes it sound like, you know, let's just throw something out there. Actor X or YouTuber Y, you know, that person. And we're talking about police here. You know, the criticism is also, is it of the individual or is it of the police and their misconduct? So.
Exactly. All right, let's see. Let me get back over here.
True. So little minor deviations don't make the statement false, but it has to be something meaningfully inaccurate. I don't know that there's any dispute about the defendant causing publication. But publication is any kind of a distribution of information. Like if I write myself a note, put it in the drawer, and nobody else reads it, there's no publication.
Oh, God. People know what publication is.
It doesn't look like distribution or publication or making the statement. It's really contested. Then the other claim is called false light publicity. This is like first cousin, but it's like also better known maybe in the realm of invading a person's privacy. They both end up causing maybe some kind of harm, but false light publicity violation, the plaintiffs have to prove they were put in a false light in a highly offensive manner. So false light, I was put in a false light in something that's highly offensive, a minor deviation. I don't like your hair color. It's really offensive to me. Well, you can decide at one time because it's really offensive, but it has to be something that's highly offensive. And again, the defendant has to have knowledge or a reckless disregard for the accuracy of the statement. So in that respect, false light has the same sort of knowingly make the statement or have a reckless disregard for the accuracy of the statement. But it does, this statement, put a person in a false light in a highly offensive manner to a reasonable person. You're the reasonable person, not whether the witness said, "Oh, I'm offended."
Yep, this is true.
Real tender-hearted, offended in anything.
I'm glad he said that.
No, I'm the average
Finally, a
person.
decent instruction.
That's not really.
Yeah, a decent instruction. I'm so glad he said that. It doesn't matter if the witness is offended. You are the reasonable person. You on the jury. This is your decision. It's not mine as a judge. It's not if I'm offended, not if the witness is offended. It's if you feel highly offended, like a reasonable person. You're the reasonable person. I'm glad he said that.
Offensive to the public. So you're the outside, objectively reasonable. That's what the jury's function is. It's maybe a way to help you better.
Afroman is dropping bars right now on his. He's like dropping bars. I've got a new song. Like that's what he's writing right now. He's like, this judge is gonna get it. Afroman will bring it to you.
You got 2, 3 fingers, 4 fingers. What the plaintiffs have to prove. Each of those parts by a preponderance of the evidence, except in the defamation claim, it has to be clearly obvious that the defendant knew it was a false statement or recklessly disregarded. Part of that public official is like you have to be clearly convinced. So higher standard of the scale has to be a little bit shifted farther down. That he knowingly made a false statement or recklessly disregarded the accuracy of the statement when he made it. So think preponderance for everything except.
Are these jury instructions, or is he's just teaching a class right now, right?
Knowing it's false.
Teaching a class.
Or recklessly disregarded. You have to be more convinced.
Yeah, that's a very good question, Flux. Like, shouldn't this be reserved for jury instructions? We're at the beginning of day 2.
Yeah.
I mean, why are we doing this right now?
It really says, it feels like jury instructions.
He says he finds it valuable to tell them what they're looking for before they hear the witnesses. Well, then shouldn't he have done this on day 1?
Indeed.
I mean, this is the Thomas's school of judgery.
Dangerous thing, but as you learn, I hope you're getting the idea of what we're looking for here. Ready to go, Mr. Klingman?
What?
Yes. All right.
I hope you fit the idea of what we're looking for here. Would you like to explain to me, Your Honor, what it is you're looking for here? That was a weird statement.
That is a very weird statement.
He's basically saying, don't let me down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why he looked so depressed, because he thought, man, cops here, they got it in the bag, and these are my children.
All right, we're going to go ahead and check off patriotic fashion because we've seen the flag suit. We're back in the flags. The free space, obviously. And I don't know if we need to go for litigating from the bench just yet. It is some unusual behavior, but we'll let it go.
Yes, sir. Okay, there's about 15 minutes. So,
15 minutes. I should have put 15 minutes on the bingo card.
You're still under oath from yesterday, Ms. Phillips, so I'll just remind you of that. We don't give you the oath again.
All right, we've got a little downtime here.
Go ahead,
All right.
sorry.
All right, so we have seen the direct examination of Lickum Low Lisa. If you missed it, you need to go to Tug's channel, That Umbrella Guy, and click on yesterday's stream because that's where we watched it. So we will skip ahead to the cross-examination, which starts right here.
No, we watched the Lick 'em Low on your, remember, because it paid all the video stuff.
Oh yeah, that was on my channel.
Yeah, that was the first day of
my
coverage,
channel, day
so.
one.
The best way to do this is an interesting case, and I think we're going to get to pull back all the layers of it. So what you should do is start off Megan Fox, day 1, she covered. Day 2, we went over to my channel, and this is day 3.
Well, this is
Watch it
not
all.
day 3. This is still day 2.
No,
We're
I'm
still
saying
on-
we're on day 3.
Oh yeah, we're on day 3 of our coverage.
Yeah, so
yeah.
you watch us like that. You go day 1, her
I
channel.
think what I
day
need to
2.
do is go back into the description and link our videos in order so that anybody looking
playlist.
like a playlist. Yeah. By the way, any of you who are watching, I would really appreciate if you find timestamps, especially on the replay. Those of you on the replay, I love it when you guys timestamp fun moments in the comments. I will pin that. If somebody wants to do that, I will pin that to the top of the chat so that it's easier for people going back through to find fun things. So this will be the cross-examination of Lick'em Low Lisa Phillips.
Lisa, before I start cross-examination, do you want to take a minute? No. You know I'm going to have to ask you a lot of hard questions.
Go for it.
At any time during my questions, you want to stop, take a break, you let us know. We're going to give you a break. Okay?
No, we'll decide.
Oh!
Take a break. Thanks for being human. But we got a schedule to get done.
Wow.
That's my call, not yours. Thank you.
Holy shit!
Oh!
Wow.
Wow.
This is wow.
Oh!
That judge is so
hates
hostile.
him.
He is. He's a hateful little bastard, man.
He is. He's a
Wow.
hateful little elf. You know? Wow. I can't imagine him speaking to the plaintiff's attorney like that. Can you?
Oh no.
Right?
It's my call, not yours. You know, I think we can go ahead and check off fight. The fight has begun. Oh, and by the way, some of you will not have all the squares on your bingo cards because I have more entries than squares. It makes it a little harder. Some of you won't have it.
So in October,
She looks like she's already about to start crying.
Adams County Sheriff's Department.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's worth
You've been an
noting
officer for over 21.
that the judge called it a day on the day 1 after right after they played that video where she was sobbing on the stand. And it was also a very bad call because they got to ask no follow-up questions, no nothing, and just, oh wait, I just realized something. If this is the beginning of day 2, his follow-up question started here, so we haven't seen it. We haven't seen the rest of the direct examination because the judge cut it off. That's right. We got to go back because this is going to be basically him picking up the very next day after playing that video. So he's probably going to ask her how she felt looking at that video.
She probably already has been crying.
Yeah, she probably has been. Let's see. Oh, we got it. Yeah, we definitely have to watch this.
Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
We left yesterday afternoon with a video,
Here we go.
and that video contained parts of your videotaped deposition from last fall. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You remember giving that video deposition last fall?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember where it occurred?
Mr. Osborne's office.
And do you, in the video snippets that we saw yesterday, it appeared somebody was asking you questions at this deposition in Mr. Osborne's office. Who was asking you those questions?
In the deposition.
In the deposition?
Those mean as far as the attorneys.
Yes. You were answering some questions and it looked like you were upset in some.
Oh, yes.
You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Who was asking you the questions?
Mr. Osborne.
And was Mr. Foreman present at that deposition?
Yes, sir.
He has a right to be. Don't
He saw
even
the whole
start.
thing?
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask you for the record, I'm afraid. Are you a biological female, Lisa?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever had a sex change operation?
Yes, sir.
Dude, hey, that's a legit question.
How do you feel when
I thought
I
that
mean,
was,
at least it'll be on the record. And
dude,
we'll
I
know
thought
it.
for real when I listened to it's even worse now with this angle because we're not looking like straight on the whole time. It sounds like someone is dubbing over. I mean, this lady got a deep
Yes.
voice, and you know,
She
again,
does.
you know, it's that same thing though. Like when we call people the fats, you know, these middle school type insults. I mean, they're insults. They can hurt your feels, but again, you know, they're cops. I mean, what really bothers me here, these are cops. And imagine how they normally deal with people insulting them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
'Cause you
We
can-
got a couple of super tips here too. Puzzled Puzzler, thanks to the 5.
Is this police department in Levy County? By the way, the noise you heard was Fleesa backing out of the courtroom.
Anonymous.
Oh no.
Are you sure this police department isn't in Levy County?
The noise is Fleesa backing up.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for that. You're right though, Tug. I mean, these are middle school insults. It's like these people have not learned how to, how to cope with middle school insults.
Well, they've been allowed not to because right out of school, you know, usually, I'm not saying all the time, but in small towns like this, people that they age out of whatever, they age out of sports, they don't go into anything else. They put on badges and they never have to deal with anybody talking back to them, you know.
I have a perfect example of this, by the way. My daughter, who's now the 16-year-old Fairy, when she was 12 and in private school, she had a pixie cut. It was super cute on her. She has the perfect face for it. She had the super cute little pixie cut, which she loved. And when she turned 12, the boys started saying things like, "You look like a boy. Are you a boy? Are you trans? Are you transitioning?" And she even said to me today when I showed her that this woman was a grown woman crying on the stand, being told she looks like a boy or whatever. My daughter was like, I went through this in 6th grade. You know what I said to them, Mom? I said, "What did you say?" She goes, I said, "Yeah, my dick is bigger than yours."
Yep.
I know she's my kid, man. That's my kid. Oh yeah. Well, my balls are bigger than yours. Like that's what you got to do.
I mean, this is a real question. Genuinely. Do you feel sorry for cops crying on the stand about this? I mean, you may feel bad for them with something terrible, you know, but for this, some citizens insulted me.
Yeah, no, I don't. In fact, the more she cries, the harder I laugh because this is stupid. This is so stupid. Of all the hardships that some of you in the chat right now are going through, hardships that are real. You're facing cancer. You're facing things, divorce and losing your homes and homeless. Some of you are, one of our beloved chat members is having trouble finding housing as a disabled person. Those are real problems. How does it make you feel that this perpetrator of what seems like violations of Afroman's rights is sitting on the stand crying because somebody said she sounds like a dude?
See, and I'm going to send this to my sister because my sister's a cop and she actually makes fun of me because she appears to be more of a lesbian than I am. She has the undercut.
She's like, "You're not even legit. Look at you and your lipstickness."
Yes. And I'm like, shut up. You're married with 2 kids. You love.
She's like, "I'm a better
what you love." And she's yes. And I'm just like, but I'm like, she gets called all of the things and she literally just throws it back at him. She does the whole, "Yeah, well, my dick is bigger than yours," or "Yeah, well, why are you such a woman about it?" or like whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I do not believe any police officer anywhere, if you're not actually in the closet or a trans person that you're trying to hide, why you would get this offended at that.
I don't either. I don't either. This is just silly. And I have no empathy for her at all.
You learned that these posts were out there.
Humiliated.
Oh my God. Put your big girl pants on already.
What reaction did you get from the community, if any?
Hollering names of the lieutenant looking low and been called a dyke and, things like that.
You know what would have been funny?
Have you heard
If
your
someone-
voice?
If someone yelled that at her in public, she should have been like, yeah, get over here and sit on my face and make people laugh. It would just stop. As soon as you show people that you're a good sport, it stops. And then they're laughing with you instead of at you. My God. She's crying
Has
again.
anyone ever asked you or your family since these?
I forgot to put cop cries on the freaking bingo card, and she's totally gonna cry.
I got it.
Oh, you have it. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna be able to mark that off soon.
Email if you've had a sex change operation.
There was a phone call.
Can you tell us about that?
Your Honor, I will object to any hearsay that she would not have heard
Objection.
personally. What her family would have heard, they could be called to testify directly.
Indeed.
But anything she testifies in that manner would be hearsay.
All right. Objection and hearsay can be checked off the bingo card.
That set the foundation better. Sustained.
Thank you, Judge.
Sustained also.
Oh my God, he finally gave them something.
Yep.
Oh,
Did you receive?
I'm glad I'm
a call?
sitting down. I might
That's
have
right.
fell.
Who did?
My daughter did.
And did your daughter then, without telling us what the content was, did your daughter tell you what the content was?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell us what effect that had on you hearing what your daughter asked you?
By the way,
Biological daughter?
Did her daughter ask her, are you trans?
They should be able to call her daughter as a witness.
As a witness, yep.
Yeah.
I have not called lesbian joke, but we do need to call that. We told several. So yeah, lesbian jokes. Lesbian joke has been called. Absolutely.
To see that she's going through humiliation is something that she has no control of because of my job, because of the choice I made to be in law enforcement. And try to do
Yes.
my job.
And you didn't have to make that choice. And you can make a choice right now to leave law enforcement, which I would highly recommend because you are a shitty cop.
Yep.
This is not for
They
you.
all are shitty cops. Look at
They all
look
need
at-
to go.
Look at what look at what leads to this. Like, it's all shitty and it just keeps getting worse. They thought, man, this dude's a payday. I mean, honestly.
Yes, they
getting up
did.
there.
The chat is pointing out that hair talk has been called, or should be called, because we talked about Fairy's
Oh, yeah,
hair.
that's true. Haircut.
That was very good, chat. Very, very good.
That's true.
Hair talk has
Good
been
one in the
called.
chat.
By the way, Ian Runkle, who is also covering this, I mean, everybody's covering it, which is great because I've been watching as much of the coverage as I can. It's so entertaining. Ian Runkle he has made the most hilarious observation about these police officers. He's calling it Afroman versus potatoes. They all look like deformed potatoes. They do. Look at this woman.
They do.
She looks
That's
like
what I was saying
put a
yesterday. They
sprout
look
on
like
her head.
potato
She looks like
people. They have potato.
a
She has an
potato.
egg head, actually. She's got more of an egg. But yeah, they do look like, she actually looks swollen.
She looks like a potato. Her head is shaped like
It looks
a
like she's
potato.
having an allergic reaction to trying to tell the truth.
Ian's
You
video
know?
got struck for what? Does anybody know? What did he get struck for?
Yeah, he got a copyright claim, just like I did,
oh,
I'm
but you
sure,
know what
for
he was
lemon pound
doing?
cake.
You know what he was doing? He was playing them not through court. He was playing them from Afroman's YouTube channel too, I think.
I got hit for even in the court for day 2 lemon pound cake because they probably have and that's not
They have
again.
those crawlers that crawl bots, and they just hit them.
They just flag. Well, you can turn on there's a switch you can turn on YouTube. I don't turn it on, but you
The
can
share,
click it.
the share
Yeah.
monetization thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it randomly jacks up anybody that shows stuff. I don't turn that crap on because
If they do play any music videos in court today on day 2, I may skip past it so we can avoid
well,
that.
it's the only one. Like you didn't get hit on the first day.
I didn't. So maybe it's just the lemon
I
pound
think
cake
it
one.
might be that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now she's being punished.
Oh my God, Nana's Ranch.
It hurts.
Stop making fun of her. She sleeps hanging upside down so her face swells. I love that.
Oh man.
So, Your Honor, my asking this witness the content of the
Boosh.
statement
What's up,
would be
Boosh? Good to see you.
not for the truth of the matter, but for the effect on the witness.
Your Honor, we'd ask for a limiting instruction to be given to that effect.
It's like law school 101. Hearsay statements tend to not be reliable because you want the person who made the statement to be in here to tell you what they said. So hearsay objection, true, but she can testify, and I'm going to allow her to say how I was impacted by what I heard said. So it's not whether the statement was accurate that we care about. It's how she reacted to how it affected her. So that's why you're going to hear what was said, so you can understand the context in which she reacted.
We're going to hear what was said? That is classic hearsay. Oh my God. Objection for the record. This is absurd for appeal. Not that you need an appeal now, but my God, this man. All right, we're going
It still should have preserved it. I mean, regardless, we're
just
talking
the
about
effect,
watching
yeah.
it. Yeah, they didn't need that, but they don't know that.
Yeah, unbelievable.
This
Let's-
judge is ridiculous.
Didn't I put something in here about judge litigates from the bench? We're not quite there yet.
Judge litigates like a bit. What? Oh,
Like
from
a
the bench.
bitch. You know what? What a bitch. Let's yeah, that fits. Let's check off what a bitch. Oh, I don't have what a bitch. Damn it. I don't have it on mine. But yeah, what a bitch. This judge sucks.
Not whether the statement's true, it's the reaction. Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. So
Thank you, Mr. Osborne.
my question will be, what was it that your daughter said this phone call was about?
If I had a sex change.
She got a phone call asking her if you had had a sex change?
Yes.
And it's offensive when your daughter asks you that?
Did these posts that we've seen and talked about have any effect on your job as a deputy sheriff?
Yes, it has.
Tell us how.
I've always been a go-getter, and as far as like, I try to do my best to help people out.
Whoa,
I go-
whoa,
like I-
whoa, 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 whoa. Are you telling me that you think a trans person can't be a go-getter? I've
That's what it
always
sounds
been a
like.
go-get. What kind of bigotry and hatred
Or
is
not just
this?
that. I mean, lesbian too, because a lot of her complaint
Yeah.
wasn't just over that. It's like I didn't realize that lesbian was something that people could sue over. In fact, is that an insult? Because I mean, that is part of what she's suing over, and it blew my mind seeing that.
Well, let's ask the panel lesbian. Are you
Well,
offended by this?
It's these people that are going to be like, oh, yeah, give them all of their rights. It's okay for them to be who they want to be. But the second it's like, oh, are you a lesbian? How dare you call me that? Oh, my God, why are you doing that? Like, it's either okay to be a lesbian or it's not. So from everything that you're doing, you're signaling to me that it's not okay. So,
She's
why am I
signaling
so
that you-
offensive?
And also, she's a cop. She's signaling that if she pulls you over, she's going to be prejudiced against you if she figures it out,
If I speak to her, is she going to break down in tears and be like, a lesbian spoke to me? she said hello. She's hit. Is she going to claim sexual harassment because I
Right.
say hello, officer?
Or they're so bigoted about something like that that they may decide to break your face, because they're police
Right?
officers and they can get away with it. It also makes you wonder, have they done that before,
Mm-hmm.
Now, Judy says, I think the point is that these people's children are being contacted, some of them threatened. That should never happen. We don't know who contacted the child. It could have been a friend of hers, somebody at school.
The way I took what they were saying is somebody watched the video and was like, yo, like it would be
Your
somebody they
mom.
knew.
Yeah. Did your mom have it? I'm sure it was somebody she knew. It wasn't like a stranger. And if it were a stranger, they would have said that, by the
They
way.
would present evidence. See, that's the whole thing when they were saying they were receiving threats and everything. We have no proof
No
any of
evidence
this
of that.
happened.
Mm.
And
this
it's
is
on the record. There's no evidence of it because there were no arrests. That's on the record.
Yeah.
They made no arrests for any of these alleged death threats. So if children were threatened and the Adams County Sheriff didn't do anything about that, blame them. But I don't believe it. When the state, when any state agency claims they're receiving death threats, unless they show you those threats, do not believe them. They are lying. It's a public relations move that they use over and over again to demonize the public that's upset about a legitimate concern and says, you should not be doing this. We do not pay our tax dollars for you to kick in people's doors and for you to persecute an innocent man. They turn around, they go, someone mad called us. I feel threatened.
They try to use that. So the YouTuber Lackluster that covers police, videos, corruption. He put up a video and it got a few million hits. When people saw it, they were upset about it, because it was a crazy video. So the police, when they started getting calls, instead of doing something about that, they started investigating where the noise was coming from. They actually called back one guy. There's a recording of a conversation. Just to show you how these people are. There was a detective that called back someone that had left their number, and they were asking, where this came from. There's a certain YouTuber. They mentioned Lackluster, and they asked, is he sending people over here? They were looking, instead of doing something about their behavior, they were trying to shut down the noise. They do that stuff. They try to intimidate the public, or if that doesn't work, they play the victim. Fuck them.
You know what I would have done that I'm disappointed that the defense didn't do? I feel like if I were an attorney, on this case, I would have done a motion in limine to keep them from being able to say there were death threats made. Because in discovery, I'm imagining he asked for any evidence that there were death threats made. And if there was no evidence, that should have been kept out of their mouths in front of the jury. To say, Judge, these people did not give us any evidence of any death threats. They cannot just get up on the stand and claim there were death threats when we have no evidence. I asked for it. They didn't give it. We want it out. So I don't know why that didn't happen. I would really like to talk to DJ Osborne actually and ask him, did you try that? I don't know, because we don't have the full record. But these people should never be allowed to claim there are death threats and show no evidence of any death threats. None.
Well, and not only that, these kids are in high school. High schoolers make fun of each other. High schoolers bully each other. I don't know. I've been watching so many, we've been a little out of order. Have you guys already seen the ex-wife of the cop testify?
Not yet. Not yet. We haven't watched that.
Okay. But it's she's talking about her daughter who's in high school. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but if your daughter wasn't made fun of this, the kids were probably going to find something else. And that's how it all goes with all of them. They find something and latch onto it and make fun of you for it. That's how children are.
Well, it sucks for the kid. I mean, okay, yeah, it sucks if a kid is actually having a problem like this. The problem is that we're not talking about Afroman's kids. Like, they kicked in his door. They came in with rifles, I mean, they look at all of the information that they did this on. It was absurdity. And they're trying to utilize kids as a shield, just like that 35-pound shield, he used as cover to put up his middle finger. Well, they're holding up a child just the same way. So you don't talk about what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
out of my way.
Oh, before we get back to this, let me hit the super chats that came in. I don't want to miss those. Sticky Widget, thanks for the 2. Says, Mr. Hand, you need to got back to Ridgemont High. You need to get back to Ridgemont High. I know I've seen that movie.
Mr. Hand.
Who's Mr. Hand? I don't remember.
Fast Times. Ridgemont
I
High,
saw
the
it.
movie.
I saw it, but I don't remember the characters
He's
very well.
he's the teacher, you know, the one Spicoli keeps messing with.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. God, it's been a long time since I've seen that. Wenby, thanks for the Canadian 5. CNN played snippet of lemon pound cake video, showed the cop eyeing the cake. Yeah, it's hilarious. He totally is eyeing
Yeah.
the cake.
He is. I mean, that's he's less worried about danger and more worried about that cake.
Yeah, he left the evidence bag open and unattended, but he didn't take his eyes off that cake. Wendy Ingram, thanks for becoming a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird here, but you'll get used to it. And Jack's mom, member for 14 months. If these cops were standing against a riot, they would have been called worse. You see people up in their faces screaming at them. These guys would buckle. That's how it seems. They shouldn't be in charge of anybody's safety because they've got their skin is too thin. Green Veggie Beast, thanks for the 20. I'm very conservative Christian. I don't like or agree with the LGBTQ lifestyle. I also don't believe it's our right to judge. So why are they so offended by words? I've been called worse at work by customers.
Right?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I'm
See,
amazed.
and, like-
Oh, good.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, that person, you cannot agree with it and just be like, okay, it's not for me, but I'm not gonna judge. This lady is full on judgment. Ugh. And it's
Yeah,
like, you don't
full on.
need to be
And
like
she's
that.
taking it, she's internalizing it so much. If you're not a lesbian and you're not a trans person, it shouldn't bother you. Like, you just should laugh it off. It's not, and if you are a lesbian, why would you be mad? And if you are
Why
a
do you
trans
care?
person, you wouldn't be mad. So it's just nuts. This just crazy.
You know what I mean? And what you're supposed to do as far as doing your job. And then I sit back and, you know, try to do the best I can do. And you have people hollering at you and saying things like being a thief.
Afroman is furiously
having
scribbling
sex
and the mic is
change,
picking
or do
it
I
up.
have to have a vagina? I mean, do I have a vagina? And then, you know, you see these images, you see the videos, and it's consistent in my head. I mean, like I was eating
In my
his-
head.
pardon my
Did
language,
she mean
his
constant in my head?
What did she say? Consistent in my head. Yeah, if these people, listen, if I heard someone say they have a combined IQ of 70, that's about right. Like they use the wrong words. They don't understand basic questions.
Because if it's consistent in her head, if her being called a lesbian is consistent with what she's thinking in her head, because it's
No, I think she
consistent.
meant constant.
Maybe
Just
she's a
using the
lesbian.
wrong word.
Maybe she's
Yeah, or-
actually a lesbian.
I think, yeah.
Or maybe
I
it
think
was
she's
a
a lesbian.
Freudian slip.
I'm gonna laugh if she
Mhm.
comes out as a
Oh my
lesbian.
God.
That
What
will
if
be funny
she's-
later.
What if all this emotionalism is because she's in the closet and
That's
has
what
been
I'm
for years?
saying. That's
That's
you
ki-
don't get
kinda
this
sad.
offended. You don't have a voice like that, and you're not even a little bit.
It's kind of sad. Like, it's okay, Lisa. You could come out of the closet, and no one will
Nobody
care.
cares. You're
Okay?
the only one who
Nobody
cares.
You're the only one who cares. But she is kind of acting like someone who's hiding it, and has been
Mhm.
living with a burden for a long time. Because the tears do not match up to what was done. They just don't. I mean, and yeah, listen, some people go through life and people make fun of them for the same thing over and over again. And it is difficult, but you learn how to get by. How do you think little disabled kids with no arms or whatever, how do you think they deal? Because they've been made fun of for a lot worse, or a facial deformity. I knew a girl growing up who had a hair lip, right? Not a cleft palate, but a cleft lip. And it took a while to get the surgery. And so it was really deformed and middle schoolers are awful, just terrible. And then
Mhm.
afterwards she got the surgery, but she had a huge scar. And I know that she was like really, just really, self-conscious about it. And kids are mean. Like, you have to
Mhm.
learn how to deal with what you're handed in life. I'm so glad those surgeries are so much better now, and kids don't have, you can't even see it now. But when I was a kid, when they would do those surgeries, they would leave you with a giant scar. And she had the one that was real bad, the double cleft. So she had 2 scars down the front of her face, which is, terrible. She's probably been able to have that redone because you can get them redone now. They're so much better. Now you can't even tell. It's amazing.
I mean, like I was eating pardon my language, his wife's pussy and those kind of things.
Wet ass pussy.
Did you see how she said it though? It was like she's in labor. It's like she's pushing, It's like eating his it's just weird.
Wet ass pussy can be checked off I don't have it on my bingo card, dang it. Okay, WAP may be checked off.
Wet ass P word.
And on the bingo card.
I don't know how to count because that's all I do is lick pussy.
We should have a pussy counter.
Honestly, just put me in a dark hole.
It's put me in a dark. Oh wait, a dark hole.
I never
Can I also say though, as a female lesbian that was in the army, these jokes are these jokes are hilarious.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
God. My family in the military. Oh my God, man, they wouldn't even. This is nothing.
This is absolutely nothing. What do you even? This is funny shit. Like, oh.
All right, we're adding counters to the. We're adding counters to the banner.
You never tell the world that something's bothering you.
Never tell.
Never.
If it really bothers you, never ever say it. Never.
I just like that
you got to use it against them.
Well, police don't defend. I mean, the police will not defend you or I against an actual threat. They're like, again, get a different job. So I would say to them, get a different fucking job.
We've added counters to the banner. I'm adding a pussy counter. We are now at 2. We are adding a judge fights with defense counter. We are now at 1. So we'll keep track of that.
It's not like somebody cussing you. It stops. I've been on calls. I've been cussed. I've had things said to me about my voice that I can't change. But it's never went this far. I've never had
cop cries. Check it off.
to deal with somebody thinking it's hilarious to make videos of me. To throw me on the bed and act as he's having sex with me.
Me? Ma'am, that's not you in the video. Nobody threw you on a bed. That's an actress. Ma'am. Oh,
sir.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Exactly.
It's ma'am.
It's ma'am. Look at Afroman's face. Look at him.
And I'm really ashamed. I'm ashamed that his kids had to see that in the courtroom yesterday.
His kids were in the courtroom yesterday? Well, they are his kids. I'm sure they appreciate his artwork. Hey, I showed it to my kid today. So, I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Lisa, did you ask Mr. Foreman in some way to stop these posts and take them down?
Yes, sir. Through you.
Have they been taken down?
Yes, sir.
Did Mr. Afroman ask you to fix his door? I do believe he did. Did you do it? No. All right, then. We're even. Shut up.
The video we saw yesterday, I'm not sure if we made that clear yesterday. The video we saw yesterday at the end of the day, when was that posted?
Last week.
Just last week?
Yeah. Within the weekend, 1 week.
Those are all my questions. Thank you.
Go ahead, cross-examination.
By the way, I believe Afroman's children are no longer in school. I believe I heard that they're not school age, so that means they are way old enough to see the PG-16 video that he made. So when we were talking about, let's see, how old are Afroman's kids? I'm sure this is public information somewhere. We'll find out. But he has it during the 2022. So they're between 14 and 16 years old. They don't know their exact birthdays, but they're not at the school. They might be older than that. There are no exact birth dates. So, but they're teenagers, okay? So these are not like, he didn't bring 6-year-olds into court. And today's 14 to 16-year-olds have seen way worse, okay?
Oh. Ooh, we get to hear the judge snap again.
Oh, good. Here comes the cross. By the way, yeah, not only are they his kids and they know his work and everything, but I'm sure they've been to his concerts and seen him signing women's tits. Like, that's a thing he does. Like, women pull up their shirts and he signs their, I mean, when you're the kid of a rapper, you're going to see some shit, okay? They're not offended by this.
Before I start our cross-examination, do you want to take a minute?
No.
You know I'm going to have to ask you a lot of hard questions.
Go for it.
At any time during my questions, you want to stop, take a break, you let us know. We're going to give you a break, okay?
No, we'll decide if we take a break. Thanks for being human. But we got a schedule to get done. I'm watching this, but that's my call, not yours.
Yeah, the judge counter, the fight counter just went up.
I hate this judge.
I hate him too.
So in October of 2022, you were employed with the Adams County Sheriff's Department?
Yes, it was.
You've been an officer for over 21 years?
Yes.
You've not been a school resource officer since 2015?
It's been a few years. I don't know the exact date.
But it was before 2022, correct?
Yeah.
And when you're out performing your duties, everybody can see you, see what you're doing?
Yes.
Have you testified in this courtroom before?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever testified in this courtroom in a civil case?
No, sir.
Now, you mentioned that while you were out on your job duties before, people have called you derogatory names,
Yes, they have.
and those were members of the public,
Yes.
and it's fair to say some of those names were not.
No, sir.
You were born with a deep voice?
Yeah, I didn't have no surgery or anything.
I didn't know if it was an accident that caused it.
No.
So you went through school with this deep voice,
Sure did.
picked on by your peers.
Well, yeah.
Fair to say you were called derogatory names by your peers?
I have.
I get called derogatory names by my peers all day
You
long.
read and believe everything.
I get called derogatory names by my best friends.
That's what I'd
I
say
know,
about my
my-
friends.
My friends, have you guys watched Nick Rekieta? I mean, God, he spends almost every show digging at me in some way. Tug does it every day, every night. He says something derogatory.
what?
Well, I mean, we
I'm
make fun of
suing
each
over
other
this. How
constantly.
dare you say that about me?
Look
I wonder
at
if I
the
get
cat.
this. I wonder if I
Look
can
at the
get this
cat's face.
lawyer to take me
She loves
take
that.
my case on contingency.
To sue me, you could get Just J Hip to do it for $39.99. That cat's face is so happy when you're scratching her ears, his ears. I don't know.
This is the boy.
They them's ears. When you're look at him. Look at how happy he is.
Yeah, he's looking.
He loves his
very
ears.
neat.
Oh man, I don't have Flux Pet's cat on this bingo card. Darn it. You could have had Flux Pet's cat, but it's not on this bingo card, chat. Sorry.
No, I don't.
Do you believe everything you see or read in the newspaper?
No, I don't.
Oh, the weird whiny sound almost went away. Just came back again.
When you listen to a song, do you believe everything in it?
No, I don't.
Would it be fair to say that songs are either opinions or exaggerations for entertainment?
Yeah, humiliation.
What? Okay, wait. Would it be fair to say that songs are exaggeration or entertainment? And she says, yeah, for humiliation? That doesn't even...
It doesn't make
She's
sense.
at 70 combined IQ.
Yeah. Oh God. It's almost, you almost feel sorry for them. And then you realize that they are jackbooted thugs who carry guns and can kill you.
Do you agree that everybody's idea of entertainment is not the same?
Obviously.
Is that it?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. There's an epic super tip. Hold on. God, I love super tips. Supertip.gg/Megan Fox. Rylan, thanks for this super tip.
The founding fathers would defend Afroman's speech. Benjamin Franklin specifically would approve. That sheriff sucks. I'm going to tell everybody that his mom is a bitch and I had sex with his wife.
I can absolutely hear Benjamin Franklin saying that. He probably wrote it in the Silence Do-Good letter somewhere. That sheriff is a bitch and I had sex with his wife. By the way, Benjamin Franklin totally would have sex with your wife. He had sex with a lot of people's wives. I don't know if you know this about him, but he was a player. Playa.
He was an international player at that.
He was having sex with everybody's wife and
Yep.
then writing about it later, probably.
You would agree that there's some songs that use harsh and derogatory language to make their point?
Yes.
You would agree that when someone says or calls someone a dirty defense attorney, that's really not an accusation that they're a dirty person, didn't take a shower. It's more an opinion.
Yes, sir.
Same with crooked cops. It's an opinion. They're not saying they're crooked and like
an
It's
S,
opinion.
like you have scoliosis. We're not saying you have scoliosis.
There's a question about false light. Can you tell me what false light is?
As far as you put me out there, put stuff in there that, it's not true. The humiliation that I've had to go through.
So I'm going to have to ask a more difficult question. What specific statements, let's take one time, would put you in a false light? Does calling you Mona Lisa put you in a false light?
My head's put on her body and, things like that.
On the Mona Lisa? Your head was put on the most famous painting
On the Mona Lisa, that's amazing.
You know,
in the world.
Look at her nose. She does kind of have the Mona Lisa nose.
Kind of look. Yeah, Mona Lisa was an interesting looking person, wasn't she? Why the hell would you be offended? Guys, put my face on the Mona Lisa any day. I don't care. People who get offended by memes, I can't understand. This is embarrassing. This isn't. I think I have a button for this.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
It's even worse because, again, this is a cop, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when we're saying person, sometimes a private citizen, maybe, whatever. But for them, and again, with the background here, first of all, they deserve it. But second of all, my God, It just amazes me. These people go out. You know how we get a lot of propaganda from people like this. You know, some cops go out and they really do some crazy. They have to experience crazy things. But these cops like this, they act like they're going out, you know, risking their lives all the time, and really they're kicking their doors in. They acted like they were playing a video game in that fucking SWAT team footage. You know, I mean, when you saw them kicking in that door. What were they doing it over? Well, they thought they were going to find them a little bit of druggage and what, you know.
Boosh McFadden, by the way, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time over here, so welcome back. I love this comment. I want to I'm going to star it and bring it up every once in a while. Every time that they make their excuses, guess what? It also isn't true that Afroman kidnapped someone, but you broke his property and robbed him anyway. They have no leg to stand on. They told lies about Afroman that led to his property being destroyed, his family being terrorized, his life being put in danger had he been in his home. And so I don't want to hear that he said untrue things about you, because the untrue things you said about him had way more dire consequences than the untrue things that he said about you, if they even are untrue. And we are not sure, and neither are they. I don't even think she's sure she's not a lesbian.
Bother me? Yeah, it bothers me.
Why does it bother
you're
you?
saying that paints you in a false light.
But it doesn't, it's not like what the rest of the stuff.
So it's different than the others.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this might be prejudicial, but it made me laugh anyway. Since he born.
What are you talking about? We're up in the Appalachians, and you know. When I read it at first, you know what's bad is I read that last word and I thought it said crispy at first because it's small. I was like, sexually crispy. What's that?
Those are people who are into.
I resemble that remark. What you talking about?
They turned on by chicken skins. It's a specific kind of kink. Oh, that comment made me laugh. Chat, I love you so much. Oh my God. Don't forget to hit the like button, by the way. If you haven't hit the like button, do it now. What are you waiting for?
I'm gonna do the chat for that one. You know what I was just thinking, Jay? You know, if he took our if he took my case against you, he would have just as good of a win rate as this guy.
No, better. He
That's true. He did get that one case knocked out. So I mean that is
He
good.
did.
You know,
So he's
that's
actually
amazing.
he's got a better trial rate than this guy.
Is that a private matter in your life?
What do you mean by private matter?
Is it a private matter whether you have a deep voice or not?
You know, it's not private. I mean, I have a deep voice. I was born this way.
So it's not invasion of privacy, in other words. Ohio needs to get rid of its invasion of privacy laws. They're stupid.
So then am I getting straight then that it's not that it's placing you in a false light because it's the first time you've been questioned about your voice or anything to that effect. It is more the amount of questioning that has been done in the viral nature of it.
It's what was put out there. It was me being called a thief. Me saying that I need to prove I have a vagina. That I eat his wife's pussy. You know.
Oh, pussy counter.
Other songs that go on with
Pussy
it.
counter. Thank you.
That I have to sit up here like I'm weak to my county, and the news be here because I'm mostly a mess because of him.
Oh my God.
Ma'am, sir, ma'am,
Sir.
ma'am, sir.
You know we're going to be paying this person's like disability claims or something for this.
Uh-huh.
We are. They're gonna say that they were injured in the line of duty. I bet you. They caught a stray word, lesbian.
Oh, wait, the hospital's calling. I'll be right back. You guys talk.
Okay.
Hello?
I thought she was gonna.
See, and
I thought she was going to let us listen to it for just a minute there. And, you know,
Right?
I thought, wow, that's
See, and
pretty
this
amazing. What's funny though is of all people you would go against, would you would you want to really see? For me, I would have paid the money not to mess with Afroman, because that guy, like, look at him. He's a clown. He's gonna have fun with you. He's gonna mess you up.
Yeah, I told Mrs. Flux about this, and she's like, why? Because I told her that he took the stand, and she's like, he's a rapper. Why would you take a rapper to court? They're gonna run circles around you. I'm
Yeah,
like,
well,
"That's
he's
a fair
also, I mean,
point."
he's a comedian rapper. That's the real kicker to it. I mean, look at the guy, you know, because I got high. I mean, the stuff that he was known for, he's known for clowning. And my God.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was on that jury and I saw him dressed like that as we walked in, I'd be like, I don't care. I'm voting for him.
Yeah, he would have
Nothing.
won
I'm
right
voting
there.
for him.
Well, you know, the outcome of this, I think it says a lot about the police department, because, you know, with a small town, you go one of two ways. You either have this undercurrent of back the blue, you know, that's just 100% there, or you've dealt with your police department enough and you're like, yeah, never again.
Mm-hmm.
I've lived in a few of them. I saw a video come from one of the police channels where I did a video on this little town called Dayton, Tennessee. And I saw it like 4 or 5 days ago, and I was like, yeah, I lived there. Fuck that place. You know, those cops are terrible in that place.
It's absolutely, I find it to be so fascinating, I guess is the right word.
Yep.
That in
Perfect word.
today's society, with body cams and with everything, that these cops still behave this way. Like, you know, people are always watching you. Why are these people still being hired, and why are these people still acting like this? It doesn't make sense.
Well, you would think, again, when you think police officer, you know, again, there is a lot of, I return to the word propaganda. You know, it's cop propaganda. You see it a lot, but part of that is a tough person that can deal with things. These people can't deal with mean words on the fucking internet.
I know. How are they supposed to deal with dangerous situations? If she cries, I don't want to think that police officers or sheriff's officers who are charged with protecting me cry at junior high insults. No.
Well, see, and I said it yesterday. I was like, oof, her high school trauma is showing.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, that sucks that you have to deal. Like, a lot of us dealt with being bullied.
Yeah, a lot of us dealt with being bullied in school about things about us that we're sensitive about. Just never ever tell anybody what it is. This woman is forever now going to be known as people are going to make fun of her now for this specifically.
Well, and it makes me think, like, with you and Jeff, like you with the medium smart and Jeff with the law racks. Like, people had used those as like insults almost, and y'all took them and like ran with them, and you're like, those are new monikers, and nobody could make fun of you anymore for that, because you're like, yeah, no, go for it. It's not gonna hurt.
To tell you the truth, like that happened on the Ricada show, and it was the second time I was on with him, and his chat can be brutal, absolutely brutal. And they were brutal that night to me. There was some stuff being said in that chat that it was, I was just like, I don't think I can look. And then I saw that one, medium smart, no charisma, and I busted out laughing. That was so funny to me. And as soon as I said it, the chat had a turn. They made a turn. They were like, I like this one. She can hang. That's what you have to do. Like, you have to
None of these cops could last on the internet for even 30 seconds. Do they even have Twitter? Do they know what Twitter is? They couldn't last there. Like, maybe they have a Facebook, but these people don't know social media, because they wouldn't last.
No, no, they wouldn't. Yeah, would you pick a fight with Weird Al? That would be a very bad idea. Yeah, a very bad idea. Sassy Mama C, thanks for the 5. Still in California dealing with my uncle's stuff. Time change is yuck. Love you all and Afroman. Megan, I'm changing my membership from locals to YouTube. I never get on it. That's okay. You can do that if you want. There's less stuff for you on membership on YouTube, but you are welcome to do that. I appreciate that you were on locals for however long you were there. And that's cool. Green Veggie Beast, thanks for the 5. Is that person male, female, or it? I know it's legitimate that people don't know. Boosh McFat. Oh, I started that when I read it. Perpetually Puzzled Puzzler, thanks to the 5. Reminds me of the Blues Brothers scene at the end with all the cops pouring into the tax office. Yeah, CO Mountain Girl became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird in here, but you'll get used to it. Grieg of Scotland, member for 3 months. Megan, love the show, and I love having you here. And we do have a couple of super tips, actually. Let me pull that up over here. We've got Rosalind Duke. Rosalind Duke, how are you? Thanks for the 12.
I'm willing to bet my beard there's a micropeen to blame.
Chester's brother's wife had a micropeen. It was always pointing at me when we went to the pool.
Oh, for
Gotta
Christ's
watch for that.
sake. This low lemon liquor man sounds like my old PE coach. Looks like him too.
I bet this dude would look more manly with some facial hair. Is his husband gay too?
I've got to go, but I wanted to tell Megan that I have my 17-year-old listening to the Love Trapped podcast, so he knows what to watch out for. Have a great stream.
Oh, yeah. And that was Ace, by the way. Thank you so much for that. The Love Trapped podcast, by the way, episode 5 is out today, and it's so good. Please do watch it. I have been reliably told that I will be showing up in episode 6 next week. So if you're following along, I will be making an appearance.
You're in today.
I was in a little bit today, but they're using my voice, but they haven't told anybody who the hell is talking. So I'm assuming that people are like, who is that? But next week is my week, apparently. So I'm excited about it. Love Trapped is a podcast you can get on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. It's about the Laura Owens saga, and it is epic. It's so good. And the Stephanie Young, who created it and who is the host, has worked so hard on it. So I encourage all of you to go and listen to it. Link or where to go. It's on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify or anywhere where you can get an iHeartRadio podcast. You can go to iHeartRadio and download their app. You can download Spotify, or if you have an iPhone, just go to your podcast app and type in Love Trapped and you will find it. Yeah, next week it's going to be the Fiverr discovery. It's going to be great. It's going to be so good. Oh, by the way, the hospital called. Mr. Fox is fine. He's out of surgery. Everything is great, and I'm sending my daughter to pick him up. So, of course he got out early. Of course he got out early. Last night when my daughter's surgery happened, they told me that it was going to be like she'd be done by 4. She wasn't done till 6. And I stayed at the hospital the whole time, and she went in at 10 in the morning. So I was not expecting them to get done early, and they told me they would be done around 4. And of course they're an hour early. So anyway, are you all right?
Yeah.
Why are you rating me?
Because.
Okay. I don't need to see that right now.
Yeah,
I'm working. Thank you, honey. Okay. Don't be putting your face in front of the camera. You know better than that.
Sorry.
Have a snack and do your homework if you have any. Okay. All right. Oh my Lord. I don't know why he's showing me his bank. He's like, look at my piggy bank.
Being a homosexual a crime in this country?
This is good. This may sound stupid.
I like this.
This may sound stupid, but is being a homosexual a crime in this country?
I'm not having a discussion about crimes. I'm having a discussion about. I'm a female, so that's how I feel about that.
Answer the question. Is it a
right?
You're a police officer. Is being a homosexual a crime in this country? And if it isn't, you can't be. It's not defamatory to say that you are one.
And this is where they get trapped, like I said earlier, where they're like, oh, it's all fine, it's all okay. Well, then why are you so upset about it? Well, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. Yeah, because you have no
I have to
defense.
ask these questions then.
Go ahead.
Is being a homosexual in the United States a crime?
No.
Is cross-dressing a crime in the United States?
No.
Nope.
So it's a fair statement that if I put on a dress, I couldn't be arrested?
No.
No, I could be arrested, or yes,
I said no. I said no.
She's crying again.
Yeah, because she feels that money walking away.
You would agree
She's
that
gonna
the
cry
song
through
that
this
Mr.
whole
Clinton
thing.
referred to as a
Because I got by. Because I got by. Oh.
Which song are we talking about?
the one that Mr. Klingler played.
Yes.
You would agree as such, no one would take it seriously because it is a song?
I don't know that. I can't answer for somebody else.
Let's switch gears. You were present for the search of Mr. Foreman's house, correct?
Yes.
And as part of that search, you guarded some of the perimeter, correct?
Yes.
And you had an assault rifle with you, correct?
Yes.
Body armor, correct?
Yes.
And you were still outside when Mr. Foreman's kids arrived in the car, correct?
Yes.
The kids would have saw you. You talked with Ms. Foreman about it?
I went over and talked to him. Yes, I did. And when she took him home.
You still have your rifle with you?
Do I still have it on me? I wouldn't have laid it down in the yard.
Wait, did she say that she laid her rifle in the yard?
And during the search
I'm not
of
sure.
Mr. Foreman's residence,
I wasn't sure what she said.
It sounded like
Did you
that.
I wouldn't have laid it down in the yard.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have. She said I wouldn't
Oh,
have.
so hey, oh yeah, I'm so upset. Hey, let me pull out my snark. You notice, by the way, no crying anymore.
Yeah, she's
It
suddenly
turned
not
off
crying.
just like that.
Just like that. Also, I think he should have made her say yes or no to that question. So instead of being sarcastic, I wouldn't have laid it down in the yard. Did you ask again? Did you have your rifle with you?
Yeah.
I need a yes or a no. I don't like that he's letting her get away with that. Boosh.
and during the search of Mr. Foreman's residence, were you made aware of the security system?
Yes, it was.
Did Randy Walters order you to disconnect it?
Do I need to answer this? I mean, this pertains to the search warrant.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even think you can do this. You cannot talk to your attorney and ask for legal advice when you're on the stand. It's his job to object. You can't just be like, hey, counsel.
I think she was asking the judge.
I guess we'll find out.
Like,
Look, did you see Afroman nodding vigorously? Look.
Do I need to answer this? I mean, this pertains to the search warrant.
Watch him now.
We're not here on the search warrant, right?
Yeah.
The lawyer's case. You have an objection?
I have no objection to your answering that.
Go ahead.
Unless there's some policy I'm not aware of, but I'm not aware of it.
I can put some context into the record for the question.
The question is whether she was directed to.
Yeah, don't put context in. Just ask make her answer it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll re-ask.
Re-ask it.
Lisa, were you directed to disconnect the security camera footage at Mr. Foreman's residence by Randy Walters?
Yes, sir.
You did disconnect that.
Yes, sir.
So who's
And the
eating
security-
something? Someone's unwrapping something in a noisy package.
it's one of the potatoes.
Camera system was left at the scene.
Only finding out after I tried later on that it was left. I wasn't responsible for gathering everything up.
Wow.
So if someone's
Wow, her lawyer did her no favors right there. Someone in the chat said she could plead the fifth. She can't actually once her lawyer has said, I have no objection to you answering that question.
Yep.
The lawyer should have said, I instruct you to plead the fifth. If he could have done that.
That would
But
have
once
looked
he's-
bad too, though.
Yeah, that would have looked real bad. I mean, I guess she has the
Wow.
right to do it, even if her lawyer
Yeah.
said she could. But after he said, I have no objection to you answering, then you want to look like you're being honest and just answer the
Yep.
question. Wow, this is
says
great.
you were disconnecting the security camera system, that would be a very true statement.
Yes, but there's a difference between disconnecting and destroying somebody's property.
Well, I don't know about that. Let's see. When you disconnect someone's camera system that he paid someone to install, and he paid a lot of money to install it because he doesn't have the expertise to install it, one could say that you damaged the installation of his security cameras, that he then has to pay someone to come out again and reinstall them. So yeah, fuck off. You're wrong. It is the same as damaging something.
Well, also, why exactly? Again, you know, they were talking about disconnection, but they never get to why they disconnected the way that they do. Because again, with the cameras themselves, I mean them snipping the unit and taking it's a bizarre thing to do. And then they don't take the unit, as we talked about, you know?
Yep. I am the princess. This is a fantastic point, too. If you plead the fifth in a civil trial, it can be assumed you did the thing. That's
Yes,
true.
that's
It would
exactly
attach.
it. Mhm.
It would. The jury would be allowed to assume that you're guilty of whatever that thing was, that you did it. Yeah, they can assume a negative inference is what it's called.
And you were not disciplined as a result of anything that has been posted about you.
I haven't done nothing wrong to be disciplined.
So no disciplines in your file at all.
No, sir.
Nothing in relation to the search, nothing in relation to anything posted.
I don't have nothing in my file.
Have you ever been passed over for promotion because of what was said about you?
No.
This judge wouldn't have given the negative inference instruction, though. That's true. That's true. You would have skipped right over that.
Were you ever interviewed by any of the local newspapers about anything that was said about you?
No, sir, I wasn't.
Did you ever go and ask to be interviewed to tell them your side of the story?
No, sir, because I don't play a role in their media comedy situations that they have. Their false information that they put in the news and this and that and the other, because they only know one side of the story.
Versus what you put in a search warrant when you bust down someone's door.
Oh, yeah. What about that?
That's what I would have hit them with.
They only put one side of the story in their search warrant.
Mhm.
What investigation did they do to find the other side of that story?
They did absolutely no investigation whatsoever. You know, they just decided, hey, talk to this clown. You know, we've got us a big bust here, it sounds like. And they went in. They went in just on that alone. Nothing else. That's what I mean, it's wild when you when you look at how flimsy that is. The judge that allowed that too should be taken to task.
Look what someone put on Twitter.
Yes.
It's Megan Lisa. Oh my God. I'm dying. This is awesome. I may print this out and frame it. This is fantastic. Who doesn't want to be the Mona Lisa?
That was a weird complaint by them. You know, he put me on the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you, Tug. What were you saying?
I don't even remember now.
I'm sorry. The chat distracted me.
Search took place on August of 2022. This lawsuit was filed in 2023. Between the time the search was done and the lawsuit was filed, when did you send a cease and desist letter to Mr. Foreman to stop posting things about you?
I didn't. So it went through our attorney and it went to you by email. Then you stated that you would take it down.
We'll get there one thing.
No, I just want to make sure that that was all out there too.
Oh
So
my God,
the
who did
request
this?
was after the
All
lawsuit
right,
was filed.
that's it. You know, one time was something, but you know, the second time I'm gonna sue for this. You know, this is so outrageous.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Boy, that is a very unflattering hairstyle. I am never ever gonna wear my hair
God.
like
Yeah, you
that.
totally need to go with that one.
Wow.
I love how the mouth in both of them are so right on. It's so funny with my big ass mouth. And the mole. It got the mole. I love it. It got the beauty mark. I love it. Yeah, that hairstyle is not doing me any favors. I'm gonna sue. I'm calling my per se attorney right now. Whoever did that, you're in serious trouble. I'm gonna file the lawsuit in Adams County too, just to make sure that I can get it in front of a judge.
Oh wow!
And now we need to see Tug's face on the Mona Lisa.
Yes.
The Tug-a-Lisa.
Man, that sounds amazing, actually.
That sounds awesome.
I don't know what we're doing as far as attorney. I do know that email. And that you stated you would have it taken down.
And your attorney told you that?
I seen it, the email.
Can you still eat out in the community? To go to the next restaurant?
Yes, sir.
Phrasing.
To have peaceful meals?
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
You still eat out in the community?
That's not appropriate, ma'am, sir.
Yes.
Is it pizza? Come on, tell us, Lisa. Is it pizza?
You eat out what now?
And the fact that he said eat out, like he didn't say go to restaurants. You said, excuse me while I choke.
Oh, my face
my
hurts from
goodness.
laughing.
Oh,
That's what she said.
oh, ah, oh my goodness. Oh,
This will get awkward.
I'm sorry. I have to hear that again. I have to hear that again. And then he goes, the Mexican restaurant? No, it was sushi.
Can you still eat out in the community? To go to the Mexican restaurant?
Yes, sir.
Do you eat out at the sushi place? Do you...
As long as somebody ain't hollering.
What?
Hollering.
Still have peaceful meals?
As long as somebody ain't hollering.
What is that language that she's using? Does anyone know what she just said there?
As long as somebody ain't hollering.
Oh, as long as somebody ain't hollering. All right. You know what? We're going to be able to let's check off Southernism because I think we just got one.
God, I don't know that,
Yep.
man.
Ugh,
I don't
as
even
long
know
as
if that was a
somebody ain't hollering.
It sounds like a drunkenism.
Southernism, drunkenism. Isn't it similar? I'm just kidding, Tug. I'm kidding. That was a joke.
I mean, it could be about the same. So,
Well, we are talking about the Appalachian foothills or whatever.
mhm.
Okay. All right. Let's not offend everyone from Appalachia. There's
Why
good
not?
people there.
Why not?
Oh, no. I'm going to get in trouble. Oh, you'll find this funny, guys. But I think I've finally thrown off my conservative taint, my nasty Republican taint, because on phrasing, shoot.
Yeah, that's really sounded bad.
I meant you know what
That
I meant.
sounds terrible.
But on Twitter, because I had concerns about the demographic makeup of the jury, I'm being called woke by the MAGA crowd, and it's really funny.
Oh yeah, because
You're getting called woke?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
I
calling
saw
me,
that.
like,
It was
you're making
because of
white
the.
people sound racist. Stop saying white people are racist. I'm like, ma'am, I live in rural
Well, you also
America.
use the word
There are racists
conservative,
here.
and people.
I did say
Yeah,
conservative.
and people take that they take it as if that's just a voting thing. No, people they have a conservative lifestyle. God fearing. All of these stereotypes they work in, and one of the things too is backing the police, especially in small towns. But in this one, again, you have
Yeah.
one of two ways. You can tell these people are probably tired of this police force.
Well, okay,
Mhm.
here's the tweet that made everyone go crazy. This is the tweet that offended a bunch of people. I tweeted out a photo of the jury selection, and I said, jury selection, not one black person anywhere. How is this allowed? I mean, now I didn't call anybody a racist. And maybe it's on me because I didn't specify. Twitter is a strange place. You only have a few words. And this was obviously before the verdict. I didn't specify that my major concerns, and I did yesterday on the show, is that there's a cultural divide here between Afroman and what I would consider his peers, and these people who are almost all over 60, white, in a very conservative and religious. And there's a disconnect in culture that I think could be detrimental to him in a case like this, where they are asked to check their morality at the door. Because I feel that some people from these places, like a place where I'm from, I'm also in the Appalachian foothills here. I'm around similar people, right? And they're all white. And I know from experience, because my kids go to public school, that those children they say some pretty racist things that I would never let my children say. My kids come home and tell me things, and I'm like, oh my God, how is that happening in 2026? So yeah, that's part of it, but also because rural America can be very closed off. Let's just put it that way. Closed. That doesn't mean everybody. It's just that's been my experience that I've seen. But anyway, they took it so wrong, and oh my God, it went viral. Unfortunately, this went viral. And I have 102,000 views, and a bunch of people who don't know me at all have commented on it. And they're like, you look so foolish. I love what Andrea Burkhart put on here, though. She goes, how many Helen Lovejoys can we seat on one jury? And then everyone is just on me. I mean, they are just they're calling me woke, and I sound foolish because I said everyone there was racist. I didn't say that. I did not say that.
It's Twitter, man. People argue over anything.
I know, but it goes on and on. I mean, the comments I've gotten on this, I finally had to mute it because they are all accusing me of being woke. It's very funny. Anyone who knows me would find that hilarious, but whatever.
Yeah, because you're very woke.
Yes, I'm very woke.
Yeah.
Very woke.
You are.
I mean, you're woke right now. I'm woke. Tug's woke. We're all not sleeping. We're definitely woke right now. Not wrong.
Oh man, it's funny though. Everyone's so pissed off. If you want some entertainment, go read the I should lean into it. I should post a picture of myself in my blue wig and my problem glasses. You're like, what do you think of my new hair?
Oh yeah, you should dye it. You should give yourself one of those cuts where they where they shave it up a specific way too. You'd be like, this is me.
The undercut. Yeah.
Quit referring to me as her.
My pronouns are they, them.
Oh, you should have a picture of you and Lickum Lisa hanging out. You should have your arm around her.
Oh my God, what's with the pausing? Say something. Use words. Wow. Oh, did he just cover his face? Look at Pound Cake. Pound Cake's eating candy. Pound
I know it was
He's
one
the
of the potatoes.
Okay, this is even better. He's the one with the noisy rappers. It's Pound Cake. He can't even stop from eating candy in the middle of this trial. Look at the rappers in front of him. There's a stack of like 6 of them. He's the one making all the noisy. Look at this. Officer Pound Cake. He earned his nickname.
Those aren't even that's not even like candy. Those look like mints.
That's
like
hilarious.
peppermint.
What all did he have? Like, go back. Let's see if we can see what he's eating. Everything he's chowing down in his
I
face.
think it's peppermint.
Good Lord, man.
Look at the little white. I think it's one of those white lifesaver
those are even
spearmint
terrible.
things.
Those are worse than peppermints. Those are bad. Those are yucky. He
He
needs
looks
some
miserable.
Werthers. Get that man some Werthers.
I love that I pointed to my screen like you could see what I was pointing at.
What is,
That's good on
I
me.
just love like the haircuts all these people have, man.
Well,
What
they
if they
all
go
look
to
like
the
they
same
have
barber?
mange. They
They
all look
do.
like they have mange. It's weird. They have these like little, and they're not like bald spots. They just look like uneven hair shaved. Like maybe they do go to the same barber. Okay, DJ, come on, step it up here.
Do you have any other family that's in law enforcement?
Yes, but he's dead.
Your father?
My grandfather.
You grew up seeing him do his job?
I knew about him doing his job. We didn't live close.
There was some talk about a video and some deposition. Were you in a sheriff's department uniform with a badge and your name and everything on it during that deposition?
I don't remember what I had on there in that deposition. I may have had polo on.
Oh my
that said name
God.
on it.
The
Like a
crunching.
black polo that had a badge and your name.
It's possible.
Get
That
your
is something
crunch on,
official
baby.
For you guys to wear by the Adams County Sheriff's Department?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that's like the
What was the judge doing just then?
non-road
I don't know. I don't know. It looked like he was smoothing down his robes.
It looked like he was doing some workout or something, or bowing to the
Would it be
guy
fair to
girl.
say
I
that's
don't
like
know.
the uniform?
Oh my God. He is pulling up his robe.
He's showing it off.
Why is he pulling up his robe?
He wants.
Oh God, please don't tell
Now-
me this is going to be a penis pump situation.
Oh, that's gonna be
like that.
awesome. He's gonna
No.
pull it up and start singing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
Now that he's confirmed the witness is a woman, he wants to be like, "Hey,
He's
how's
gathering.
it going?"
Maybe he's confirming that
it
he's trying to determine which one of them is more manly.
Does he know where the cameras? Does he know where the cameras are in this courtroom? Look at him bunching up his robe. Look
I
it.
mean, I do different things as far as
What is he
investigation work.
doing?
Oh, it's weirder every time you watch him. He's
Look,
crazy.
look, what? Look at him. He's bunching it up.
I mean, I do different things as far
Yeah.
as investigation work.
Oh, it was so he could cross his legs. Can you not cross your legs in a robe?
I've never tried that actually. I don't think I've ever worn a robe. Robes
I
around
have.
here.
I've worn a choir robe, which is very.
guess I wore a
similar to
graduation
judge's
Or like a
robe.
dress. Yeah.
You can cross your legs underneath a choir robe. That was
They're
unnecessary.
wearing a judge robe.
Yeah, they're the same as those choir robes.
I need to
They're
get
like
a-
literally the same.
Are they? I'm gonna need to give me
Yeah.
a judge robe. Then I can live
I
stream it.
know this because my sister was a judge. I've tried on her robe.
I have to ask this question. You've been called a dyke, correct?
Multiple times.
And you were called that in high school also, correct?
I wasn't called a dyke in high school.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Not one person believes that.
No one. I bet some of these people on the jury went to high school with her and they're probably thinking, I totally called her a dyke.
Right?
Oh, Mo
Just a
Raid.
couple.
Mo in the deep end. We've got a Mo Raid coming on in. Thanks, Mo. Welcome, everybody. Welcome from Mo's stream. Love Mo. She's so funny. Glad to have
It
you
was
here,
awesome.
everyone.
So the deposition was in August of 25, correct?
I don't remember the exact date, but
Was it in early 2025 or late 2025?
late.
So it would have been after April of 2025?
Yes.
And the video that Mr. Klingler referred to in those posts would have occurred after April of 2025?
Which post videos are you talking about?
Good point. Let me strike that question and rephrase. Mr. Klingler referred to a video that was played yesterday, and he referred to it today. And he asked you when that video was published or played. So was that after April of 2025?
Which I'm not sure which video they're talking about. There was more than one displayed.
The last one yesterday, the fine. Try that. It would be Plaintiff's Exhibit 34. It was the last thing played yesterday. Was that seen by you after April 2025?
Yes, sir, it was.
Jonathan, you have me.
Okay, he needs.
Jonathan, may have a moment to talk.
Oh my God, the judge wasn't paying attention. Did you see that?
Yep.
I don't know what a moment means, so if you want to go
Oh my
fast, I'll let
God.
Mr. Klingler have his redirect. Like, I got a lot of work to do to get your case done. It'll take 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I got a lot of
Some
work
guy-
to do. Oh, that's your job, asshole.
And he just said, I've
Doesn't
got a lot of work to do to get your case done. No, no, no. This is the plaintiff's case.
Yep.
The defendant doesn't want to be here. Don't
Exactly.
say crap like that. Where the judge counter is, fight counter is going up to 3. We're at 3 pussies and 3 judge fights. The defense count on the counter. Unfreaking real.
I want to know who doesn't know what a moment means. It means 1 to 2 minutes at max. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, and also it's a good opportunity to let the jury get up and stretch. You know, they've been sitting there for a while. Let them stretch. We don't want any blood clots happening in the courtroom.
Breaks and talking clients is always hard for me. So
Judge,
there's
I have no redirect at this
Okay,
point.
so if you want like a moment, 1 minute, we talked about this yesterday, that was the purpose for prompting everybody. Go ahead.
Yeah, he just wants to ask his client a question. Jeez.
I love how he's like, I want a moment. Well, if you want 5 minutes, but if you want a minute, you're fine. He literally said a moment. Like you said.
Unreal.
Which little potato swivel was kind of funny.
Your Honor, we had no further questions for this witness.
Thank you. The redirect.
That wasn't even a full minute. It was literally like 30 seconds. Like, you can't wait 30 seconds for him to ask his client if we're done with this witness.
Next plaintiff witness.
He literally said, I don't know what a moment means. And then it's like, do you want a moment, like a minute?
I've never seen a judge act like that. When again, he has the right to confer with his client.
Yeah.
Now, did we see him yesterday? I don't
We
recognize.
saw, yeah. We saw part of his.
All right, so we probably saw his redirect too, right?
Truth, nothing but the truth. As this.
We did. We saw him. We're going beyond this because we saw him
Must
yesterday.
be cold in there.
And then we saw this guy, the guy that looks like Nosferatu. We saw him. We saw his
The guy.
whole thing.
Dude, was so weird looking.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame or whatever. We saw a lemon pound cake, so we can move past that. We saw, oh, there's that son of a bitch, Randy Walters. I see him on the stand. We saw him. There he is. Let's see. And we didn't see this guy.
No, we didn't
Who's
see
this
that guy. Who is he?
All right, I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, I know who he is. He's the plaintiff's expert witness. This is going to be.
Oh my God, this is he's gonna be, oh my God, this might be fun.
I
Remember,
thought this screenshot was him sticking his fingers down his throat for a second.
that guy, I'm telling you, that freaking shield thing was so crazy. That dude lied like look, he looks like he's flipping this all off.
I know.
That is probably give me a minute. I'm gonna catch
He's flipping the jury off. Look at him.
That's what it looks like, you know. He's like, here's your
Hey.
housekeeping, sir. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Get the seven back there, so I think we're ready to go with the afternoon. We're still on the plaintiff's case, so Mr. Klingler's got another witness ready to go, right? Right. Where'd he go? There you are. Okay. Who's next?
Judge, the plaintiff's called Michael Robinson.
Your Honor, for the record, the defense would renew its objection contained in the motion of limine, file stamped March 16th, that was served prior to that date.
Thank you for filing the motion of limine. Note the objection, overrule the objection, and then that preserves your issue. Very good. Go ahead.
Overruled. Overruled. You can check that off on your bingo card if you have
The
it.
testimony you're about to give, show me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. As the issue shall answer unto God. I do. Thank you. You can be seated.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Would you introduce yourself to the jury, please?
Certainly. My name is Mike Robinson. I'm a deputy sheriff at the Claremont County Sheriff's Office and been employed there for 35 years next month.
And can you tell us your current position and responsibilities with the Claremont County Sheriff's Office?
Sure. I'm assigned under the investigative section with the Claremont County Sheriff's Office. I'm an evidence technician. I'm a certified evidence technician through the Miami Valley Regional Crime Laboratory. I am a certified.
Your Honor, I'm going to object. He's testifying to stuff that was not contained in the report that was provided to us, nor anything about his background was provided. This is improper to ask this at this point. It was not disclosed.
His name and his purpose here were certainly disclosed. I'm simply giving background information so the jury knows who's talking to them. He can certainly be cross-examined by Mr. Osborne if Mr. Osborne finds anything that he wants to question him about. But
is there a written report?
There is.
Was that provided?
It was.
It was provided upon request. It's contained in my motion and limited email response to it and everything, noting the dates and times. There is no CV attached to it. He is asking stuff that would paint this gentleman as an expert. Expert requires at least 28 days notice prior to trial. It was never disclosed 28 days before, so it does not meet that. Asking him his training and everything, which we were not disclosed of, puts us at a disadvantage because we had no ability to research it, and we would object to that or paint him as an expert when it has not been followed per the rules.
And of course, he's going to allow it.
He's going to be testifying as a fact witness, Judge, as to the investigation he conducted into the alleged missing cash in this case.
So the amended witness list is March 11. I don't remember the date of the first witness list. So as a fact witness, that's how I took him also. So his qualifications are relevant. I understand your objection and I overrule it, and you can go ahead.
I note it for the record.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Continue, please. And your title is detective. Is that how we should refer to you?
I didn't even listen.
That's,
I didn't even
yes.
listen to his
Detective
explanation.
Robinson.
I knew he was going to allow it. So who cares?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a bullshit answer anyways.
Yeah, what did he say? I was not paying attention.
It just essentially like, oh no, he's not testifying as an expert, so it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Oh, okay. He's going to say, no, he's just a general witness. Okay.
Mhm.
You were talking about your certifications, I believe.
Yes, I'm a certified evidence technician through the Miami Valley Regional Crime Laboratory. I'm a certified CVSA examiners, computer voice stress analysis for the last 25 years. I'm also a certified Part 107 drone pilot through the FAA, where
None
I
of this is relevant.
head up our Claremont County Sheriff's Office drone unit and flight missions operations. I'm also
I'm going to object again. What does
Oh,
drone
hey, I
training
found
have to do
something
with
else.
this?
Okay. What?
You know, Sean, you know, what's his name? Sean Grooms.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I want to show you something real quick. You know, this is it's part of this. We just you'll want to see this for sure. It's like 2 minutes. It's him. It's him talking about the damages old mean old Afroman caused him, about his wife leaving him, and oh, my
Okay.
Lord.
Lovely.
Yeah, here we are.
What did she say exactly that this played into the divorce?
She was tired of hearing about it. People asking her, is her husband a thief? And how could he do something like this? Or,
has Mr. Foreman's posts about Sean or any of the general posts about the Adams County Sheriff's Department as a whole affected your life any at all?
No.
The posts never affected your life, never affected your marriage?
No.
Sean is a Sean, girl, girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we haven't got to her yet. Her testimony is great.
I love that post. That's hilarious, you know, because the post said savage. It claimed that Afroman's songs were part of the reason his wife left him. Then the defense calls the only witness to the stand to contradict the ex-wife. Oh yeah. What about that restraining order?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then he
Oh,
goes,
it's-
"Did you
it's-
ever take out a restraining order against him?" And she was like, "Yes, I did." Yes.
Was there a drone flown? It was not in the report.
maybe nothing.
It has to do with who he is, George.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Not right on point, but it doesn't hurt.
What does drone flying have to do with this? He just said.
So I've been certified Cellbrite examiner, which is the conducting forensic cell phone data extractions. I also serve as a backup coroner investigator with the Claremont County Sheriff's Office, or a coroner's office.
Thank you, Detective Robinson. Did you have occasion to conduct an investigation into an alleged missing amount of cash at the Adams County Sheriff's Department, the evidence room in particular?
Yes.
And just tell us how you became involved in an investigation into that.
I was contacted by our administration, who was contacted by what I believe to be the former sheriff, Adams County Sheriff Kimmy Rogers, to conduct an investigation involving the alleged missing money.
And can you explain to us what your investigation consisted of? What did you do?
Well, I met with Sheriff Kimmy Rogers, and I wanted to conduct an audit, actually, of the property evidence room that consisted of monies that would be brought in or had been brought in by deputies, detectives, agents, and so forth. So we were given, when I say we, my partner and I were given full access to that, where we counted monies that were brought in from other investigations and so forth.
And is it fair to say that your investigation really focused on an alleged cash discrepancy from a search warrant that had been executed not too long before your investigation?
That's correct.
And can you tell us any more about that investigation? For example, does the name Brian Newland ring a bell to you?
Yes. We were forwarded video footage, body cam footage of the search warrant that was conducted. And I focused attention to the body cam footage that involved the money count. And when I say money count, there were
Pound
actually
cake is eating candy
two
again.
money counts. There was, from the body cam video footage, there was money that was collected from one room of the home. And there was other monies that were collected from another, what appeared to be another room of the home. So you had a money count in this room that totaled a certain amount, and then you had a money count in another room that totaled a certain amount.
And do you remember what the alleged discrepancy was? Maybe not in terms of numbers right now, we'll get to that, but just in general, what was the problem? There was something, an amount was recorded that didn't actually comport with the amount of money that was there. Is that?
That's correct. So what was reported altogether was $400 missing, alleged to be missing. $390 from the first money count, from the one room money count, and $10 from another money count from the other room. That totaled to $400.
All right. And did you review, you mentioned you reviewed some body cam. Do you know whose body cam footage that was?
That was Detective Newland's body cam.
Okay. And you reviewed that body cam?
I did.
And were you able to come to any conclusions after your review of that body cam?
So the body cam footage that I reviewed in the one room that was counted as $4,390. I reviewed that body cam footage, and it was clear to me that there was a miscount of $390.
And can you explain to us
$390?
what it was about the
$390 in one
footage
and
that
10
led
in
you
the
to
other
that
for their.
conclusion?
Well,
That's an
it's
exact
also
number.
not the video footage. It also includes audio. So video and audio together assisted me to determine this, but it's clearly on video. If you want me to explain.
Please do.
Oh, you'll find out.
So
Because
what?
I mean, together.
Officer Squinty Eyes can't count unless he's counting out loud.
But you know,
And you're gonna find out
Either-
how he counts out loud. It's
either
this
that
is again
or
the
again,
IQ of 70, average 70 here. Ugh.
or you know, or maybe they found a way to short people money. I mean, you know.
Yeah, there's exactly 10% missing, Volstorm. I noted that yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
No,
10%
that seems
for
really
the big
weird.
guy.
It's like they
I
took their
think-
cop
I think
tax.
you-
Cop
I
tax.
think he intentionally. It's you intentionally miscount and mess up so that you can kind of you make it questionable because
Right.
we can't determine, and
Well,
so
we-
it makes it easy to be like, nah. I think he intentionally miscounted.
Well, we
Schmidt has
learned.
a great question. Do you think if one of us said that, they'd believe us?
Oh God,
Fuck no.
Well, we also learned that they're supposed to have more than one person there when they're counting money, and they didn't do that. So, I mean, they go out of their way to make sure you've got a dude that's isolated. And if people are like, "Hey, but there's body cam," again, there has recently been a dude who cops set up for real. Like they set this guy up. They planted methamphetamine in his house, set him up because they were mad. They were butthurt he wouldn't let them search his car. Well, when they were setting him up, it was on body cam footage and they accidentally sent it to him. So they do catch all kinds of stupid stuff when they're doing bad things. We've seen cops go into people's houses, search and steal things and accidentally get it caught on their own body cam. So,
Oh yeah,
Yep,
that was
we
a fun
had.
case.
yep.
Oh, that reminds me. Yes, you guys want to have a laugh for a second. I meant to play this earlier. But of course, the Afroman effect is in full swing, absolutely full swing. And Adams County Sheriff is getting just hammered all over. They're just people are flooding Adams County Sheriff with emails, reviews. You can go on Yelp and leave them a review. Those are really funny to read through. Their Google reviews are freaking hilarious, by the way. If I had more time, we'll do that on another day because they are so funny. But it's so bad and it's gone so viral that the Adams County Sheriff in Colorado has had to make a video explaining that they are not the Adams County Sheriff.
Ohio Adams.
Yeah.
It's so funny. We have to watch this. It's so funny, you guys. This is how you do it. Notice The Adams County Sheriff in Colorado has not called the public annoying, and they have not tried to sue any of them for sending these emails to them. Instead, they did this.
So some of you have heard, most of you haven't. Adams County Sheriff's Office in Ohio and Afroman are in litigation with each other. We know some of you have heard it though.
That's so amazing.
So we want to provide you a quick geography lesson. We are the Adams County Sheriff's Office in Colorado. They are the Adams County Sheriff's Office in Ohio.
Map of the
So
United States.
before you start sending us messages, calling us, emailing us,
Wait,
DMing us,
we have to go
you
back.
may want to Google it.
What is wrong with my mouse? We have to go back because look at this. Look at this. Map of the United States within Adams County are all in blue. You have to know.
Yeah, don't
that
call these people.
Every single one of those states are probably getting these same messages.
Yep.
So before you start sending us messages, calling us, emailing us, DMing us, you may want to Google it.
God, that's hilarious.
I like this. It's a little ad for their.
It looks like great. And there's no negative for them at all. They're basically saying we're not the bad cops. They are.
I actually, yeah, I like how this at the end they highlight their little like collaboration, unity, teamwork, like all these things that like are good. Compassion. Look at this. Unity. Look at this is the way to do it. Okay, this is the way to do it. And if you look at the replies to this, I mean, people are loving it. This is the way you need to have. If you are police, you need to have a good relationship with your community. And you need to build community trust. You need to make sure that you're following the rules and the Constitution, and you're not acting like jackasses with AK-47s like the Adams County, Ohio sheriffs. So far, the Adams County sheriffs in Colorado, we don't know about them. They haven't ended up in the news. So seems to me like maybe they're doing a better job.
They seem like they can take a joke. They seem like they can take a joke.
Yeah, they seem like they can take a real joke. You know, that reminds me of the guy during the storm in Tennessee. Tug, remember there was the police station in, was it Memphis? It was somewhere where during the snowstorm, their Twitter account was on fire. They were making fun of people they were watching on the CCTV footage across the road.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, we're not sending a wrecker for you if you're doing these. We're watching you right now. Bro, you're not going to make it. It was so funny. We loved that so much. I mean, police ought to look at themselves as peacekeepers, first of all, and helpers for the community.
Yeah, community support.
Community support to protect and serve. And as a part of the community, right? Not lording their power over that community, but being a part of it, truly interacting with their citizens, getting to know them. It was Louisville. Thank you. Louisville PD. It was so funny. And it was Kentucky. Sorry, I thought it was Tennessee. Whatever, Kentucky, Tennessee, they're very similar. Interchangeable.
Yeah, we're close, except I hear the trees, family trees, they don't branch as much in Kentucky.
In Kentucky?
But it's close.
But I mean, it was a good example of a police department making an effort to connect with people on a level during a time of real problem. People were without power. People were, scared. There was a big snowstorm. And it was just a good example of good policing and having fun with your community. These Ohio sheriffs, man, I can't even imagine them doing something like that. Can you? Like, they can't even take a joke about themselves. Imagine them trying to tell jokes about other people. I bet they'd fail miserably.
They'd be more likely to beat you with a baton for making fun of them.
Yeah.
Detective Newland does in counting this money was you can see as he starts, he lays
here we
two
go.
$100 bills on the ground. You can clearly see that. And as he's counting,
What kind of counting process starts with laying $200 bills on the ground? Is he sitting on the ground like a child? Is he crisscross applesauce? Counting the money?
100.
Jinx.
Counting the money, you can see it in body cam video, such as I'll demonstrate as I'm talking. And you can hear him count. With $200 on the ground, you can hear him count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then he shuffles the money. And then when
This
he
is intentional
lays
miscounting.
down on the $200, he lays a single $100 bill down, and now he's counting 7, 8, 9, 10.
What? All right, go ahead and check off can't count on your bingo cards.
He shuffles the money.
Why would you shuffle the money?
To intentionally
miscount?
miscount.
Yeah, I think that sounds intentional.
Why would you put $200 on the ground and then count the rest in your hand and then shuffle and then continue counting at the wrong space on the ground? Are you kidding me?
Well, see, in his testimony, it did come up that he had been accused of taking money before. And so that resulted in they couldn't figure it out, so nothing happened. I think he has this way of intentionally miscounting the money and shuffling it around so that when they go to question it, it's like it's just a mess and we can't determine it. And then he's able to do it.
Did the last time he was accused of stealing money, and if it was something similar.
Yeah.
Because this is somebody needs to investigate this guy more thoroughly, and not an internal guy like this. We need an external investigation from probably the comptroller. How about the state comptroller get involved? Because isn't he like the state accountant? That's what should happen. The state comptroller should be deployed to go down to Adams County and do his own forensic investigation of where the hell the people's money is disappearing and why is this guy counting like 1, 2, shuffle, 7, 9, 8. Come on.
Also, just speaking of government corruption real quick, you heard Westmore in Baltimore or in Maryland, Governor Westmore, he doesn't think we need to, he's not trying to hire a new IG because he can do it himself. They can govern themselves. And
are you serious?
So he's fighting hiring a new IG.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my
government for the people.
So what he's counting as $1,000 is clearly that he only has $600 in the pile. And as he continues,
Man, you have to be some kind of some kind of moron to miscount $1,000 as 600.
Gosh.
Yeah.
continue on with the body cam video footage, he makes piles of 100, and there's several piles of 100, hence over $4,000. But as he's collecting the money from the piles that he made, he collects. You can clearly see on body cam where he's collecting as $100. It actually contains $110. Now you can clearly see this on body cam video where there's a $50 bill underneath 320s. He picks that up and he collects it as 100, but it's clearly 110.
So if you
He
can
had a
clearly
pile-
see it on the camera, why can't he clearly see it as he's
Right.
doing it? So he clearly saw it, because if you can clearly see it on the video, he can clearly see it. He clearly saw it was a 50 and he miscounted it on purpose.
That's what it sounds like, because I mean, if nobody would have gone back and checked this, what would have happened to it? There's your question.
Now I'm sure Brian Newland is a thief. Now
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. Brian Newland is a thief. Brian Newland stole that money.
Over to, in the video footage, you see it on his left side. He's got a pile over there and he counted of $90. So he has 3 piles of 100s now in front of him. He picks that up, and he picks up what he collected as $90, and he calls it $390. So he writes down on a piece of paper 4,000.
Wait, but they're not piles of hundreds. You just said one of the piles had a 50. So this guy can't even explain it properly where I'm not totally confused.
Maybe that's the point.
$390.
That's exactly the point.
When in fact the $390 doesn't really exist.
What?
And
I'm sorry.
your
Did anybody
review of-
follow that at all?
This is some kind of Looney Tunes chaos.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
This is-
fun fact, this is how you count the money if you want to get away with stealing
Oh.
it, allegedly.
Yeah.
Body cam convinced you that that was the source of the discrepancy between the $4,000 that was actually in the bag and the $4,390 that was written on the bag?
Absolutely.
Now, you mentioned the second pile of money, or a second bunch of money that was collected from another floor or another room. Can you tell us about your investigation into that alleged discrepancy?
Yes. So in watching that body footage, now this is the monies, I guess, that were uncovered in another room of the home. I could not make a determination like I could on the other count. It just didn't provide me a clear. It was counted as $641 was what was written on the packaging material that was used, and counted as 641. When in essence, I believe when it was returned to the homeowner, I believe $631 was actually in the bag, a $10 discrepancy. I couldn't account for that on body video or the audio displayed, so I couldn't come to a conclusion to that amount.
So you, for this $10 discrepancy between 631 and 641, you are not able to determine one way or the other.
That's correct.
What happened to that money?
That's correct.
On the $390 discrepancy, you were able to conclude what happened.
Absolutely.
And did you draw any conclusions at all about the $10 discrepancy, even though you couldn't see anything on video?
Yeah.
Sticky says, I think I'm missing money after that explanation.
That's funny.
I didn't conduct an interview with Detective Nolan. I didn't find it necessary, but
Is
I
this
couldn't come to a
Common Core
conclusion of the
math?
10.
Wait, he didn't do an interview after that?
No,
And
he
I
didn't. He
I-
didn't. Let's go back. He did not interview the detective who took the money.
That's insane. He was like, no big deal.
Yeah.
Don't worry. They thoroughly investigated themselves, Tug. They found they did nothing wrong.
What bothers me is yesterday, or literally the day before this, the dude got on the stand and was like, oh, we don't count in totals. We don't put totals on the bag. We use the denomination. So why are you counting totals and not denominations? Because per your own SOP and policy, you're supposed to be doing denominations, not totals.
Yep.
So why?
Yep. That's a very good
I
question.
didn't conduct an interview with Detective Nolan. I didn't find it necessary, but I couldn't come to a conclusion of the 10. And I don't think it would be so far forward for me to conclude that that might have been a miscount. But
He's
again, I couldn't
uncomfortable.
come to that conclusion. I don't.
That was a lot of eyes.
Okay, fair enough.
That's a lot of
And
stuttering.
did you know Mr. Detective Newland before you started this investigation?
No.
Did you know anybody or have any relationship with anybody who was involved in this, in the cash that you were counting and investigating?
No.
Did you issue a report as a result of your investigation?
I did.
And is that report part of, kept in the public record as part of your normal duties as a detective?
Yes.
Could we have, what exhibit is that, Natalie?
31.
Thank you. Okay, we're showing you exhibit 31, Detective Robinson. And it looks like, first of all, from this little snippet we're looking at here from the first page, do you recognize this as part of the report you issued?
I do.
And it looks like the report date is December 8th of 2022.
That's why Afroman said the audacity of these people. Imagine suing someone you've actually robbed money from.
Yep.
And you're suing him because he said you robbed him.
Yeah. And imagine then this person, some of them have been accused of theft before. Another one's wife had been convicted of it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, you guys. Oh my, yeah, Nick Shirley needs to investigate Adams County next. Nick Shirley will find the missing money.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Rosalind, this would be a great cross question. Have you ever talked to anyone about anything prior to writing your report? No, I don't think he watched the body cam footage and then he just wrote up a report and exonerated the officer, his colleague, his work wife, or whatever. I don't know, allegedly.
The second page of the report, please.
His lunch buddy.
And then the third page of the report. And do you recognize this, Detective, as the beginning of your narrative report of your investigation and the results contained in it?
Yes.
And we don't need to take time right now to review everything, but down at the...
Hold on. Someone in the chat is under the impression that Afroman won some kind of monetary award here. No, he was being sued by these cops. They were trying to get millions of dollars from him.
Yeah.
That
They
he
saw him as an
won.
easy payday.
That he won just means he gets to walk out of here without paying any money, but he doesn't. His counterclaims against them got dismissed. So the real property damage they did to his property and the money they stole from him, he still hasn't got back. No, and this is not justice. It's justice that he's exonerated from this, but they need to pay.
Last sentence of the second paragraph, you wrote, the monies returned did not equal to what was indicated that had been originally removed from the home. Did I read that correctly?
You read it correct.
And that's referring to this cash discrepancy that you just talked about.
Correct.
And then let's go down a little bit further. And there in your report, there's some numbers there on the left, 1 through 7, with various numbers. What are those and why are those there? Just give us a little snippet of what you're doing.
I mentioned that I wanted to conduct an audit of the monies coming in that were brought in to the sheriff's office by deputies, detectives, agents, what have you, from scenes, to see if there's a pattern or an issue. There were nearly 70 items, 60-something items that we counted. We actually broke open the packages, examined what was on the packaging, the amount, and then physically counted the money in each package. In almost those nearly 70 packages, we did find 7 discrepancies in those money counts by various deputies, detectives, agents, whoever brought those in. I don't have that list. But, of those 7 discrepancies, 3 contained monies that were less than what was indicated on the package, with the highest amount being $5. 4 of those discrepancies, 4 of the 7, actually contained more money that was in the packaging that was listed on the on the packaging, and that highest amount being $2.40. And a lot of this involved some coin change, if you will.
Boy, it sounds to me like they need to hire some deputies or sheriffs who can count. Their math skills are real bad. By the way, I found that Instagram video of Afroman's. We got to watch because this is hilarious. Hello. Wait, why isn't it playing?
That Judge Jackass Jonathan helped the police Hines on the side of the crooked police officers who made the mistake to raid my house for no reason and placed themselves on my video camera, placed themselves in my music career. Since he's working in cahoots with the police, the first thing he did was get rid of all my claims. Now, I don't like to play victim, but let's be honest. I'm the victim of some sheriffs that raided me for nothing. First of all. So the first thing he want to do is get rid of my claims. Mm-hmm. This makes the police who raided my house for no reason the victims. Yeah, the predators are the victims. They are the predators and the victims at the same time. Notice how Judge Jackass Jonathan helped the police Hines cut my attorney off every time he talked. Notice how he let the pedophile lawyer talk anytime he get ready. Just notice that. Notice how he dismissed the claims of the real victim. Notice how he make the predators the victim, and then he works in cahoots with them. Notice that.
We do.
And it's happening to me right now, but it's going to happen to everybody. We got to do something about, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All these jackass judges in cahoots with police officers who are the predators. They are wrong. They are not sports.
They're not
They're
sports.
supposed to have thick skin.
Yeah, we saw it.
Lickum Lolisa was crying on the stand today, but she wasn't crying when she was standing in my yard with that AR-15 full of bullets ready to put in my ass. Where was them tears at when her hands was around the trigger in front of my kids? Go to my video, Lickum Lolisa. Go to the end, and you can hear with her AR-15. Yeah, I know it's kids. I'm hiding behind this tree so they can't see the real evil person I really am. I don't want them to. I help his kids get. They told me Lickum Lolisa help my kids get out the car every day. Yeah, does she? Then she shows up with an AR-15 to shoot my kid's daddy. Thank you, but no thank you.
Exactly.
And she ain't never helped my kids get out the car. And she ain't never spoke to me. That's why I always thought she was a weirdo. I never heard her voice until I went to the courthouse and I didn't know what the hell was coming out of her mouth. If you watch the live stream of the court today, you could clearly see.
Stop either. I don't know. I swear.
You know what? I mean, he's dropping banger after banger.
Yeah, he's not wrong. We have a problem with judges in this country who clearly are working on the side of prosecutors when it comes to covering up for state bad actors. We have seen it over and over again. Look at the Karen Reed trial and Beverly Canone. Oh my God, that trial was a travesty. The way she tried to help those idiots, it's disgusting. And they railroaded her the first time, and they tried to do it again the second time and failed. There is a problem in this country with these judges who are totally biased towards the prosecution and the cops and the prosecutors. I'm tired of that. And yes, we saw it. We saw it. You can go ahead and check off constitutional rant. I think that applies on your bingo cards. And while we're there, I think we should check off Fourth Amendment violation too. There was no reason for that search or seizure. And these people make me mad.
Yep.
And Detective, what did you conclude as a result, if anything, as a result of this investigation into the whole evidence room here at Adams County?
This didn't cause any red flags to us that that there was a huge issue or anything. That this is a common mistake of counting money and coin. It really didn't send us a red flag.
And then let's turn to the, hang on one second, I'm sorry. Yeah, while we're still at this page at the very bottom, this is simply, I think, reciting what you just testified to. Can you just read that for us, starting with while counting out? Can you see your computer monitor, or is it?
Can you see it on this one?
Is that easier?
Actually,
or
that's
not?
better.
Is it okay? Yeah.
Well,
Feel free. We can blow it up a little too.
That's fine. While counting out 100 bills, 2 $100 bills was placed down on the ground and counted aloud by Detective Noland as being 2. The counting continues 3, 4, 5, 6. Though you don't have a clear view of these bills being counted, the audio suggests that he has counted to the number 6. There is a pause and it goes on. What seemingly is the arranging of monies in hand while the 2 $100 bills remain on the floor. Next, you hear 7, and a $100 bill is placed atop of the other 2 on the floor. This is followed by 8, 9, and 10. This completes the pile the detective has established and collects it as $1,000. When it appears that he actually has $600.
I'm confused with something
I'm
here.
totally confused.
I'm confused how they get money, they have a miscount, but the miscount isn't him saying there's more money than there actually was. It's them coming up short. They again, the way we're going over this, okay, so he counts out, he says
I'm gonna have to cut some fake bills and try this. I feel like I need a demonstrative in order to understand what the hell is happening here. Do I have some like postcards or something? I'm gonna look for some note cards and try this, because this doesn't seem like it makes any damn sense at all. Okay, I've got some scissors and I've got some paper here. I'm gonna cut myself some. How many bills do I need? How many bills?
you just follow his instructions on the paper.
All right, I'm gonna follow his instructions.
Since it's the Afroman trial, all I have is rolling papers that I could use to pretend.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna allow it. Rolling papers, I'm gonna allow it. All right, let's see. If it's did he say they had $5,000 or they thought they had $5,000? How many hundreds are we talking about here? So here, I gotta write, here's 100.
Yep. I
Here's
would just follow his
100.
counting instructions, how it comes across.
Because he doesn't say where the 50s come in. All right, here we go.
It's also 420.
Oh, it's 420.
We just passed
All right, you can mark off 420 on your bingo cards. All right, so the 2 $100 remain on the floor. We'll put those over here. 1, 2. Next, you hear 7 and another $100. Okay, let me write $100 is placed atop of the other 2. Okay, this is followed by 8, 9, and 10. And this completes the pile. 8, 9, 10. Okay, are they hundreds? 8, 9, 10?
Well, because
they must be. If he's counting to 10, the bills must all be 100s. So,
but it says in here something about a $50 bill and then 3 $20.
10. But he must still have bills in his hand when he does that. So here's what's on the ground allegedly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But what's he holding in his hand?
Apparently it's the 3 20s and the 50.
This completes the pile, and the detective has established and collects it as $1,000. The video audio continues, and after counting out piles of money totaling $100 each, he begins collecting. So the other piles have different denominations. in it that equal 100 each, but they don't say what denominations. See, this is confusing. This is confusing. If you were going to do a thorough report, you should have told me exactly which bills,
It should be thorough.
which bills made up the other piles of 100. How do we know that those other piles added up to 100? You didn't tell me which bills there were in each pile.
This is why you need to count denominations and not totals, because you need a total. Like, you have 10 $50 bills. That's so easy. Like, what is, I don't understand.
I'm going back to the original. So first he takes 1, 2, puts them down on the floor. Then he starts to count 3 in his hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He stops counting. He shuffles, shuffle, 7, 8. Who does that? Does that make any sense?
I guess somebody who's trying to cheat the system. That's the only thing.
I worked
It's
in my dad's cash business and for years. And one of my jobs was to go into his office and count money. I used to love doing it. He wanted me to put it in the he wanted me to put it in he always wanted the George Washington or the face facing the right way. It had to all be facing up and facing a certain way. So I would organize the money, and then he wanted me to count the money. I was never allowed to count the money once. You have to count that money twice. And he also had a thing on his desk that was like a little thumb thing where you put your thumb in like a little wax so that the bills don't stick together, right? My dad taught me meticulously how to count money. And you never, ever stop and shuffle your money in the middle of a count. For what purpose?
Well, I've never been to a place where you just count the total money. You count denominations, you can pile up the denominations, but
yeah, we never put by the way, we only put like with like, hundreds with hundreds, 20s with 20s, 50s with 50s, 10s with 10s, 5s with 5s, 1s and 1s. That's it. You don't mix them. There should never be a 50 in a pile of 20s or a 50 in a pile of 100s. Like, what is this bullshit? And then when you put it in the bank bag, like when you put the money that you've counted and you have a total and you put a receipt on top of it, that's the only time when the different denominations touch each other, right? So you put them in order, and then you put them in the bag and you zip up the bag and take it to the drop box. But you don't do what they're doing. This is stupid. And it feels intentional. Nobody counts money like this. How many of you in the chat have ever counted money for a job, whether you were a bank teller or you worked in a gas station, you had to do a bank drop? Have you ever counted money like this? I don't
intentional.
Intentional.
Can't convince me otherwise.
Intentional there.
Thievery.
Out piles of money totaling $100 each. He begins collecting these piles, making a pile 1,000.
We need my dad. I wish my dad was technologically smart enough to actually get on here with us and listen to this. I'm going to play it for him later, and I'm going to try and record his reaction to this and play it sometime afterwards, because my dad, he will have some words for this. I want to hear what he has to say.
Makes 4 piles that appear to be totaling $4,000. With 4 piles remaining, 3 piles were collected and totaled as $300. And the third pile collects as $100. It is clear that it contains $110. This is what I was testifying earlier. A $50 bill and 3 $20 bills. The
You know
fourth
what?
pile he adds with the other 3.
I'm done with this clown. I don't want to hear him anymore. This is so garbage. I've decided that this is so bad and so ridiculous. I don't need to hear anymore. I'm skipping ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty
done
sure
with
that's
it.
his only testimony. I can't remember.
It is
but-
his only testimony. It's just the report. And frankly, it's so much garbage. I don't want to hear the rest of it. I'm making an executive decision. We're going to Afroman.
Ooh.
We'll hear the last question they give him. I think it's the, oh yeah, here.
This news article, though, would have occurred before Mr. Foreman got back his money, correct?
All I recall and what I documented was just that it was a week after the search warrant execution.
Do you even know when he got back his money?
Not at the top of my head.
So you don't know if he got it back a week or 10 months later? Is that correct?
Well, he didn't get it back a week later.
So
But
when
he got
made
it.
that statement,
I
he did not
can't
have his
recite to
money,
you.
Correct?
I'm sorry.
When he made
I
that
think so.
statement to the news, he did not have his money back, correct?
I don't know that for sure, but I don't believe he did.
How about let him finish? It's easy to step on each other. Go ahead, Mr. Osborne.
Mr. Robinson, let's cut the crap on this. You said he didn't have back his money a week after. The raid,
Bam,
right?
that's good.
I don't know when he got the money back. I don't recall the date. I'm assuming that it was a week after the search warrant execution that he did not have his money returned.
So when he made that statement, you would assume he did not know or have his money back from the police department at that time.
Are you saying he didn't know the amount of money or?
I'm asking you, based on what you just testified to, did he have back his money a week after the raid?
No, I don't believe he did.
All right, then. So he can tell the media they stole my money.
Yep. And they did, honestly. I mean, unless he made all of this freaking noise and stuff, would have you ever gotten his money back?
Nope,
There's the.
probably
I don't
not.
believe so either.
No, I did not.
No further questions, John.
Redirect.
No redirect, Judge.
Okay. Go ahead and step down. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Next.
The plaintiff's called Joseph Foreman as if
All right, Flux needs a pee break. We're going to let her go. Go ahead, Flux. You don't have to raise your hand for the class. I have super tips to get to anyway, so we'll do that right before we get to Afroman.
All right, I'll be back.
All right, you go. All right, let's get the super tip in here. Kevin Harris, thanks for the 5.
Lisa reminds me of the PE coach in the movie Porky's.
Oh, that's another movie I've seen, but I can't remember anyone in it.
Which movie?
Porky's, the PE
Oh, yeah,
coach.
yeah. It's been a minute since I've seen it.
It's been a long time since I've seen that. It's probably been since it came out. I saw it when it came out, and that's about it. And then we have some more super chats. By the way, thanks to everybody for being here, and thanks for supporting this show. I really appreciate it. It's been a while since Tug and I have been on during the day, and it's really heartening that that the chat shows up, that there are 900 of you here right now, and that's so exciting. I'm so glad you guys are interested in this trial and that you're showing up for day streams. That's awesome, and we love that. Mel Klump, thanks for the $2 super sticker. I appreciate that. And Bunsen Rockinstone, thanks for the Canadian too. Derailed has been called. And Up Top It, thanks for the 5. Megan, it looks like boot polish on their heads. Maybe an attempt to be more like a boot for the bootlickers.
That's funny.
Perpetually Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 5. Drone Expert Money Counting give you the overall 50-foot view in totality. Totality, damn it! Perpetually Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 2. He confused 10% county tax with a 10% counting tax. Maybe. Lizzie, member for 14 months, can't read, can't count. Really smart cops who got their fifis hurt. Perpetually Puzzled Puzzler, thanks to the 2. So in actuality, Afroman owes the police department money. Let's see what you did there.
That's the way the counting looked like for a minute. He actually gave you too much credit for your money.
Yeah. Are they saying that they...
It did look weird, didn't it? I mean, that's what I was saying. How does this amount to missing money?
Yeah, and if the report, as it said, whenever they've had discrepancies, that the most they've ever had over the amount was it like $5? Well, so this case is a real anomaly. If you had too much money, like it's a lot. It's a $400 discrepancy.
Well, it makes you
But they're
wonder
saying
if
it's
those.
not too much, that it's short.
Well,
I
those
don't-
other cases, what kind of pressure did they have exerted on them to prove that it was only a few dollars? With Afroman, they had media all over it and everything. So
Right. E. Poindexter, thanks for the 5. He's clearly counting this way on purpose to confuse in order to embezzle. Face your money, denomination first, into groups, then total. Yes, that's what my dad taught me. Face the money, denominations,
Yeah.
into groups,
Mhm.
then total. And you count it 2 or 3 times. And
Mhm.
when it would go through me, I had to count it twice. And then my dad had to count it twice. That's how we did it. That's how we did it. So I would write him a note. I would put how much my totals were. Then he would come in. He would do the count. Then he'd put it in the bag and I'd take it to the bank. That's every night. And guess what? We never had a discrepancy. It didn't happen. How come an owner of a grocery store is more careful with his money than police officers? Because
Because
it's not their
the police
money.
officers' money, unless
Yeah.
they miscounted and it becomes their money.
And then it becomes their money. Tater Monkey, thanks for the 5. It's because they got high. Yeah, when they found the joints and the vapes and stuff there, did they toke on them? Because I don't know. That counting, I've never heard of counting like that. E. Poindexter, thanks for the 10.
This officer counted Afroman's money like Lisa counted mine. Must be related.
Yeah, we do have missing money in the Levy County case. It's true. We do.
Interesting.
Flux, what excellent timing. I literally got through the very last super tip just as you came back. And so
Beautiful.
we will start this now. This was a fatal mistake, by the way. Just a fatal mistake.
But
I bet he wishes he never did
beautiful.
this. Oh, very beautiful. Get
Beautiful
ready for it.
fatal
folks. Get ready.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. Franklin.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What a vibe, man.
I know.
For the record, would you give us your name, please?
My name is Joseph Edgar Foreman.
You are known under the stage name as Afroman, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you create music videos and do performances? Is
Yes,
that right? How many states of the United States have you performed in, do you think?
All of them.
All 50?
Yes, sir.
And how many countries have you performed in?
I don't remember, but not all of them, but I've been to a few.
How many live performances did you do last year, roughly?
I don't know. Possibly 250. I don't know, but I don't know. It's a lot of days, but
Good for
I
him.
don't know exactly.
And you have a residence here in Adams County, correct?
Yes, sir.
I just got a note from a good friend who said, I just got tickets to see Afroman in Tallahassee. He's going to have a
Nice.
banger of a year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Heck, he'll be riding this for a few years, man. Yeah.
And he should. He deserves it.
Because I mean, it's a big chance. You know, he won, yeah, but you don't know you're going to win. And he never took his
Mhm.
foot off the throttle. I mean, it's amazing.
I've never seen anybody drop troll videos like that in the middle of their trial. Never. It was epic. It was epic. Next up, Free Turtle Boy. Because he's facing criminal
Yes.
charges for the same crap, for saying things about cops, dirty cops, crooked cops, cops that we should be able to say this about. And he's being, hit with witness intimidation bullshit. No, he's facing over 100 years in jail.
It's insane,
So
man.
we might need to turn our attention to what's happening with Turtle Boy's case too. I do want to follow that so we don't lose sight of it.
You've been performing for 20 or 30 years, is that right?
All my life.
All right. And is it fair to say that one of the first big hits you had was But Then I Got High?
Because I got high.
Because I Got High?
Get it right.
And
Don't get it
do you
twisted.
think it's accurate to say that that song has had over 300 million views on YouTube?
Sounds right.
You have a large presence on social media, obviously, correct?
Depends on your definition of large. There's bigger people than me, but I'm all right.
Good answer.
And on Instagram, is it fair to say that you have 247,000 followers?
Yeah, I just got some of them the other day.
You got new ones coming all the time
Yes, not all the time, just here lately.
Yeah,
because the trials come up.
because the cops sued him.
Yeah, all the publicity from the officers lawsuing me is running up my numbers.
Yeah.
And
That's going to
How
happen.
ridiculous he
you
is.
have almost 1 million followers, 983,000. Is that right?
I haven't looked. It was 977 last time I looked.
And on TikTok, you have about 392,000 followers.
I haven't looked at it, but that sounds kind of right.
You know when you post something that a lot of people are going to see it, don't you?
Yes.
That's the point.
Yeah.
When this search happened back in August of 2022, Mr. Farmer, you weren't at home.
Indeed.
No.
You were driving home from Chicago,
Yes.
and you got an alert from a family member that the sheriffs were there searching your home. Is that right?
Yes.
And you were able to turn on your phone and watch through your home security system what the deputies were doing for a period of time, weren't you?
Yes.
And is it fair to say you were angry and upset about this search?
I wasn't happy.
Baby.
And is
I
that
wasn't
why you
happy.
posted the
There's
things
it.
we've seen this week because you weren't happy?
No, I posted it because the sheriff's never supposed to raid my house in the first place. The whole raid was a mistake. All of this is their fault. If they hadn't have wrongly raided my house, there would be no lawsuit.
Preach.
I would not know their names. They wouldn't be on my body. They wouldn't be on my home surveillance system. And there would be no songs, nothing. My money would still be intact, nothing. So all of this is their fault.
And because they executed a search warrant on your home, that gave you the right to post the things that we've seen this week on the internet?
Because
Is that
they,
right? Is that right, Mr. Farmer?
yes, but
Yeah.
tearing down my door, not paying for it, not being apologetic, me being a sport, doing something peaceful to raise the money to pay for their damages.
Damn
Me
right.
having the right of the freedom of speech as an American to talk to my family, friends, and fans about what the sheriffs did to my home. Yes, I had the right to my freedom of speech.
Yeah,
After they left, I had the right to kick the can and to do what I had to do to repair the damage they brought to my house.
That's right.
Yes, I did.
That includes
Yep.
the right to post the videos that you've just been posting up until Friday. and
Yep.
beyond, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I have freedom of speech. I'm a rapper. I entertain. I write fiction, comedy. I
like
yes,
that.
I mean, I
Fiction
entertain
comedy.
for
I love
a living
that.
like you practice.
So if you look back at Afroman's career, right, you look back at his songs. I spent some time doing this. This man is a satirist. That is what he does. He does write fiction comedy. And I like the way he says that. Fiction comedy. Not everything he says is 100. Do you think that song, Because I Got High, is 100% true? Of course not. He's exaggerating a bunch of that stuff for effect, for comedy, for, you know, the sake of the art. Everything he does, if you look back at all of his songs, he has this real he's got this edge to him where everything is, it's a joke, it's a laugh. He likes to have a good time and have a laugh. I love that term, fiction comedy. It's good.
Well, it also fits. It's a good defense because he's saying, you know, what I do is fiction.
Right.
You know, he's reminding them all of my work is that, and he's saying it in a way that you know, everybody can understand. You know.
Did I say because? I did. I said because I got high. See these
Because I
freaking
got
lawyers.
high. Not really.
These
Yeah.
freaking lawyers are doing
It
it.
threw you off. That's when
Because they keep saying
they've
it.
said it enough now. You think it's the real word.
Yep. And then I got high.
Law for a living. So I have
I think
to go
you
to
got
work.
because Megan got high. Oh no.
The deputies left a warrant return at your house, didn't they?
I think they left something with my ex-wife. I'm not sure.
Well, you saw, as soon as the search was over, as soon as you got home, you saw a document that showed exactly how much cash had been taken from the house, correct?
I know I got paid $5,000 for the show that suit was in. I forgot that money was in that suit. But, I heard, I don't know what piece of paper I heard. I knew they took some money. I just knew they took some money. I knew it was 4,000-ish. I knew they took some money and they seized some money and some weed and some, I don't know what else, just minor stuff.
You knew how much money was in that pocket when you came home and saw the warrant return, didn't you?
It was $5,000 from back when I did that show. I remember it was $5,000. But anyway.
So is it your testimony that they actually took $5,000 instead of $4,000?
No, I just know, I know when I did that show, it was with Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa at Red Rocks in Denver. The balance of that show, for me, they sent in a deposit, but the balance was $5,000. I put the $5,000 in my coat pocket. I got drunk, I got high, and I forgot to get that money. And I put that suit back up. And that's where they got that money.
Hilarious.
So it was $5,000 they got.
Yes, it was $5,000 that was in my suit when I got paid.
Sounds like a good night. He was partying with Snoop at Red Rocks. $5,000 in his pocket, got drunk, got high, went home, forgot all about it.
Damn.
In Red Rocks. Now, after all of this stuff, whatever, it's I don't really know the complete number. It's 46, it's 430, the number bounces up and down. But all I know is I got paid $5,000 at the Red Rocks with Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa when I played the Red Rocks in Denver.
And you got $4,000 returned, right?
I don't know the exact amount.
Well, you were there with the news when you got it.
Right, and the lady at the sheriff's station admitted that the sheriff's was short. You can go watch the 19 News.
You knew when you saw the warrant return, didn't you, that the amount that they were saying was taken was actually more money than was in that suit box?
I didn't warrant.
That's why you brought the news to the sheriff's office when you got the money back, because you knew that they had miscounted the money and the number on the evidence bag was actually.
I didn't know nothing. The lady at the sheriff department just volunteered the information. I was sitting there, if she had been, I might not even known I got ripped off. She admitted it live on Channel 19 News that the money wasn't right.
You remember in your deposition when I asked you, why did you bring the news when you picked up the money?
Yeah, I didn't want to get beat up or Epstein at the sheriff's station.
Or Epstein, no shit.
They are 15s. So that's why I brought the news.
Ooh, I didn't want to get beat up or Epstein. Holy shit.
We gotta hear that again. Look,
He just called them pedos again, man.
he didn't want to be. I didn't kill myself,
Yeah, he's saying I'm not ending myself, but he's also, he's inferring that these people, he brings up Epstein. He's been calling them PDFs the whole time. So people are going to associate that in the crowd. That's amazing, because he not only is saying I'm not ending myself, but he does the word association game. That's good. It's good tactic.
It's so good. I got to hear it again.
News when you picked up the money.
Yeah, I didn't want to get beat up or Epstein at the sheriff's station after I seen him running around the house with AR-15s. So that's why I brought the news and my attorney. So to make sure I got out of that place with my money.
You brought the news to protect you physically.
Yeah.
You didn't bring the news because
Yes,
you already
being
knew there was
Epstein is a verb
miscount and you were
now.
gonna make
I didn't know nothing about the miscount. I didn't know. I figured they stole my money. They turned my cameras off. So if you turn my cameras off, you must got something bad in mind.
That's
so
right.
Yep.
yeah, I'm accusing them of it. You know, they turned my cameras off. I can't see what they're doing.
So
I'm
your
accusing.
testimony under oath here today to these 10 jurors is that you brought the news when you picked up your money to protect you physically from being beat up or shot by the sheriffs, right?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
And they volunteered the information that the money wasn't right.
They told-
That's just an extra something we found out. But I came with my attorney and the news to make sure the people running around my house with guns didn't take me in the jail and do something.
That's right.
Yep.
You had a safe in your home, correct?
Whoa.
Two safes.
Look what I found. I found the footage. Of him going to the sheriff's office on Fox 19.
Oh, seriously?
Just like he said. Let's go. Let's watch it. Let's see what happened. Because I want to see it. I want to see what if that's what she said.
That's what she said.
All right, here we go.
Well, this past summer, we showed you some video when the Adams County deputies raided the home of a hip hop artist.
Boy, that's
Afroman.
blurry.
A warrant
All right,
accused
there
the
we go.
rapper of
It cleared up.
in drug trafficking.
Ken Baker's live in Adams County. So today, police gave the rapper the cash back, Ken. So what's the problem?
Well, Trish, we were invited here to the Adams
Holy
County
crap,
Sheriff's
that was
Office.
loud.
Cash was given back. We watched it being counted out of sealed evidence bags, and $400 in cash was missing. Only Fox 19 now caught this on camera.
What?
Back in August, we showed you the Adams County Sheriff's Office kicking down doors and raiding the home of Joseph Foreman with guns.
You know, shouldn't this have been in evidence? I would have played this for the jury. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter
Also-
now. You won, but
Well, who's to say they
Wow.
haven't knocked half of this stuff down, you know? We need to go through what was suppressed out of this specifically. That's why I want to know. I want to know what the because I get the feeling that a lot of stuff was probably kicked out of here.
yeah.
Drawn.
I really love the green.
Possession of drugs and trafficking drugs as probable causes. Foreman, whose rap alias is Afroman, talked to us shortly after it happened and said the sheriff's office removed a small quantity of marijuana and cash. The sheriff's office also confirmed the seizure. Months later, the sheriff's office is now giving back that cash.
So when the prosecutor said that there was no crime, no conviction, or no charge, he then released the funds to the sheriff's department.
Afroman took his lawyer with him to collect the cash that was taken during the seizure.
I always videotape it.
Yeah.
This is the moment the Adams County Sheriff's Office brought in the cash that was taken from Afroman's home late August. You can see both bags were sealed.
It's not been open since he. So that's the 641. This is 43.90.
This isn't good for them.
Multiple people
No,
counted
it's
the
not.
cash, and the numbers didn't add up. The cash seized by officers that day was $400 short.
That's not good for them.
Answer for you.
Nope.
That makes me think that somebody took that amount specifically. That's not a accidental amount.
Afroman's the missing cash is just the icing on the cake when it comes to how negatively his life has been impacted since his home was raided.
I
in
love that he
August.
struts in
The
with his
rapper
fur coat
says
on.
This raid stopped him from being able to book shows.
I need all the clubs that heard the cops say, oh, you know, we have a warrant for kidnapping. I need all those clubs to see and hear that those charges have been dropped.
It's because of that loss and other
Yeah.
reasons. Afroman and his attorney said they will be filing a defamation suit against the county.
Sometimes I have to
Ooh, the county beat him to
talk
it, I
myself
guess.
into going to sleep because it's like, wow, man, like, what if they come back in here, you know, popping around, sweeping around?
Wow.
You know,
All right. So confirmation that the sheriff's department at one point admitted that they were $400 short.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden they're saying that didn't happen.
It's
know-
really their math. I mean, just the way they talk about it and stuff, it makes it sound like they're saying, "Well, the miscount, but actually we credited you with too much." Again, when you listen to when he was grilling Afroman about or trying to, but it just sounds bizarre the way that they word it, and the way the report came up. It almost sounds like there's an error on Afroman's side.
Well, what I think they didn't. I think the reason that wasn't in the trial is because the judge kept out anything related to the search warrant because he dismissed the counterclaim. It was a valid warrant, and at the beginning of the trial, he's like, "We're not going to talk about the search warrant because it was valid and everything that happened." So I think that's why they probably weren't allowed to have that in.
Yeah, they don't want too
But
much
it's like
scrutiny.
because, yeah,
This is
that
unreal.
just.
It's not just the judge covering his ass. It's the judge covering, police ass, his ass, everybody's, on there except Afroman. The one person he's supposed to be covering, and helping out. That's what these judges are there for, too. They're not there to protect the government. They're there to protect the citizenry.
Yeah. Yeah, chat's
Did
saying the
the
judge kicked it.
Sheriffs look into
They
those
did,
safes, to
yeah.
your knowledge,
Yes, they did.
deputies?
Yes.
And how did they get the combination?
I gave it to my ex-wife so the sheriffs wouldn't pull my safe out the floor, take it to the station and put something in it and try to say that whatever they put in my safe was mine. So I went ahead and gave my ex-wife, who I didn't want to give my combination to, it was just safer. I went ahead and gave her my combination so they could open up the safe and realize that they just vandalized somebody that don't even have nothing in the safe.
And do you know what was in those safes?
It was absolutely nothing in the safes.
Don't you keep jewelry in those safes?
No,
You tell
because
me that in your deposition, that you keep jewelry in those safes?
I do.
Was anything
Why does it
missing from the
matter?
safes when you got home after the search?
I didn't put nothing in the safes.
Was anything missing from the safes when you got home?
Nothing was in them, so nothing was missing from the safe.
What line of questioning is that even?
I
What does
don't
that
know.
mean?
I
should
don't
be
know why that's
combative.
relevant.
On the phone before you got home that evening during the search or right afterwards, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
He told you that they were taking some money and some vape pens and a small amount of marijuana. He told you that.
Yes, sir.
You knew, didn't you, Mr. Foreman, that there had been an investigation by the Claremont County Sheriff's Office into the discrepancy about the cash that was missing from your home, correct? You knew there was an investigation.
Yeah, I knew the sheriffs was investigating themselves.
That's how you saw it.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
And did you ever ask for a
Good way to
report
put
so
it.
you could see how bad this investigation of themselves really was?
Yes, I was trying to get involved any way I can. The investigation was going on without any of my participation.
Did you ask?
He has
for
the
a copy of
right.
report?
I did. I asked for everything. I was trying to be
Yeah.
involved. I didn't.
So you've seen the report?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I just saw it a few minutes ago.
Well, you had an attorney when you got the cash returned, correct?
At the station,
Yes.
I had attorney. Yeah, my attorney was present when I
Did
got
your
my
attorney
cash.
ask for a copy of this report?
It wasn't in it when I got my cash back from the station. It wasn't an investigation until we realized money was missing.
Well, did you contact your attorney and say, hey, get me a copy of that report?
Your Honor, I'm going to object. Well, Mr. Klingler wants to talk about his client's attorney-client privilege and maybe waive it. Mr. Foreman does have attorney-client privilege with his
That's
attorney
right.
at that time. And we are going to assert that privilege because it's privilege he has of right.
And so far, he hasn't asked anything privileged. So I appreciate the sensitivity, overrule the objection.
Why? He's asking him about conversation between him and his client, or him and his attorney.
Your testimony is you never saw a copy of Detective Robinson's report. until today.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's fucked, dude.
That's crazy. By the way, on the bingo card, we need to check off Adams County corruption. Clearly,
This dude is corrupt as sin, man.
it's corrupt as
Wow.
And this judge, oh my God. I mean, Yeah, you have to answer questions now about what you told your attorney or what he told you. Are you kidding? This guy is unreal.
I want to see a copy of the
I
investigation.
did want to see. You don't know what I want. I did want to see it.
You did.
I wanted everything that
Get
had
him.
something to do with my money coming
That
up.
was 3.5 years ago. Correct?
So
And you haven't seen a copy of that report that you wanted to see until this afternoon. Is that right?
this
That's
is
right.
a terrible line of questioning.
I never had my money taken by cops. I didn't know how this go. I don't know about reports. All I know is live on Fox 19 News, the lady admits that her department is short $400 of my money. That's all I know. I don't know how to investigate police officers taking money.
That's all you know, and that's all you know today, isn't it? That's the whole basis of your claim that your money was stolen, is that the amount
His
of
money is
money that was
missing.
in the bags is different from the amount of money that was written on the bag.
Yeah, my
That's
whole
pretty
thing
good
is they
evidence.
never should have raided
Yep.
me in the first place.
That's your whole thing.
That's my whole thing.
That's your
That's my
point,
whole
isn't
thing. If they never would have showed up, there would be no songs about them. I wouldn't know who they are. Their faces would not be on my video cameras.
Oh yeah.
None of this, we wouldn't be in this room right now if they hadn't raided my house and didn't press no charges, didn't even know what they was doing. This whole thing is their fault, and they're suing me for their mistake.
And
That's
so
right.
you don't really care if they stole your money or not. You're just mad.
I do care about if they stole them. Police officers shouldn't be stealing the civilians' money. I do care. All of it is an outrage. This whole thing is an outrage.
You have no evidence that they took your money except for the amount on the bag isn't the same as the amount.
How about the lady admitting that she took
You answer my
she
question.
admitted that she took my money on live Fox 19 News. Go argue with the film clip.
Mm-hmm.
Go argue with her admitting that she took my money.
Nobody admitted that they took your money.
Well, whatever. Go look at her admitting that the bag is short because it stayed open all weekend long or 2 weeks after Brian and Officer Cooley just left it and just mishandled it and didn't do right.
Just so we're honest with the jury here, Mr. Foreman, nobody admitted that they took your money, did they?
They admitted it was short.
Yes.
Oh, what else do you?
Yeah, because they never admit when they steal. That's the thing.
Correct.
It was short. She admitted. She said that it was short. And usually it's 10, 5, $2 missing. How does $400 even come up missing?
Right.
You posted
He's killing
videos
it.
about
He is.
Brian Newland doing hard drugs and snitching on his friend, and you posted those based on rumors, didn't you? We can look at your deposition, but before you argue with me,
Tug, if you got to bounce, I know you said you had to go at 4, so if you got to bounce, thank you for being here so much.
That's
Appreciate
fun.
it.
We'll pick up. I may have to
We'll be back tomorrow.
I may have to
right?
retread a little bit of this just because, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll pick it up again tomorrow on Tug's channel. We'll keep you informed at what time. I think we're going to go back to the other normal time. But
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I'm gonna have to bounce. I got to do some stuff and get ready for tonight too.
okay. All right, sounds good. And we'll pick it up tomorrow on your channel.
All right. Appreciate you folks. See ya.
See ya.
but isn't that a fact that you made those allegations based on rumors you said you heard?
It's a fact.
You know what? Actually, I think this is a good place for me to cut this off too, because we'll just pick up tomorrow on Tug's channel. My husband is back from his surgery, so I'm gonna go and check on him and make sure he's got everything he needs. And we have been going
Perfect.
for 4 hours.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's a lot.
And I
It's
haven't
a
had
lot.
a cigarette this whole time.
Yeah, you've been really you've been good about that, man. So
Yeah.
you're probably white knuckling it over there. Well,
Oh,
I want
yeah.
to make sure that I hit all the super chats. I think I did. Oh no, I missed one. Scranton Strangler, thanks to the 2. OMG, I just noticed. I love Afro Tug. Yeah, we love Afro Tug too. All right, guys. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in today. And I don't know. I don't have a song to leave you with. I wish I did. I need to write a song for this trial. Clearly, I
Yes.
need to do something like this. So anyway, we'll just end the stream. You guys go and have a great day. And remember, always make fun of and ridicule elected officials, arms of the state, police officers. If they deserve it, you have a right to do it. See you guys.